Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with IMAH. Tonight's going to be a brilliant episode. I'm joined by a very special guest. This is the first time on the Let's Talk with IMAH podcast platform that I've actually invited a guest on. And from all the list of contacts that I have, the people I know, I thought the best person that I want to actually bring on for the first one to inaugurate this aspect of the podcast is none other than my very good friend Haroon Khan, who is here joining us. He's present. We're actually on time as well. We're not even late, which is a good thing. And Harry, how's it going?
What's going on, man? I feel privileged. That intro was good, man.
Thank you very much.
Especially for all your contacts. I know you got contacts.
Now, we know a lot of people, obviously.
So
you know a lot of people.
For me to be the first one.
And for you know, we could have called your brother, we could have called your old man, we could call Gohar, we could call Sajid.
Yeah, you have to mention Gohar.
And Sajid, you can't forget Sajid. We're going to talk about Sajid later. You know, we could have called loads of guys. I mean, obviously, we've got Sully, we've got loads within our own circle of friends. Then, obviously, in the wider scheme of things as well, businessmen within the Bradford community as well. But I thought from all of them, we were mulling the ideas. We could have got Adil Rashid, Moin Ali, Saj.
Local lads as well.
Local lads as well. You know, Adil's being local and stuff. We could have invited him on. Businessmen that we know, I know, you know, Ifti, Batley, 13 Nelson Street, Saj Seafresh, Adeem from...
You'll be here forever.
Penny Appeal, Asghar from My Lahore's, you know, Bash from Akbar's. We could have invited a lot of these guys. You know, these are prominent businessmen in Bradford. Boney as well, Parvez as well. So we could have invited loads of guys, but then I thought from all of them, I wanna call Harry on tonight. I wanna make him the first one to come on this platform to talk with
When I got the phone call off you, I was like thinking podcast. You know, I've never done a podcast, but I've always wanted to do one.
Yeah.
You know what? For me to be the first one.
Yeah, and I think it's your first ever podcast that you've come on as well.
I've never done one of these.
You know, podcast is the big thing now, Harry. It's the big thing.
I've been watching a few other people that started doing them, but I
don't know if you've seen Mike Tyson's podcast.
No, I've heard his are pretty cool though.
In the Box, I think it is, or something along the lines, and it's quite good. He's quite chilled out.
Yeah,
he's always having a smoke, and he's chilled out, and he gets a few guests on, and he has a good chat. But obviously, it's a privilege, it's an honour to get you on, a good friend of mine as well. That you are, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna tap into Harry's life. I know a bit about it. There's a lot of people out there who on the outside have perceptions, who they think they don't know what you're like, they don't know things about you, you know, your journey as well, your own personal boxing journey, your family journey, your personal life, you know, with your kids, obviously with your child, the one that passed away as well. You know, we're gonna tap into all of that. Your sisters, you know, we know of Tabinda, Maria, she's, you know, Instagram famous and influencer. And so we know, and obviously I've been to your house, Uncle Shai, your old man, your father, your mum, you know, what a woman, great woman. We're going to tap in and we're going to talk about all of these things. But I just want to say thank you for accepting my invitation.
I want to thank you for inviting me.
And for you to be here is nice. And let's get straight into it. Obviously, with yourself being brothers with, you know, the one and only in his own spectrum, in his own field, in the world of boxing, Amir Khan, you know, huge name, huge profile, somebody who's broke the norm. We know he's broke the norm. Now, in terms of how he's broke the norm, we look into that as well. And when we look into it, if we was to start with your own personal journey, as in where you was born, how it started, you know, give us an insight. So where does life begin? What, you know, I mean, first of all, I'll tell you this much. Harry might look older than me, but I'm actually older than him. Harry's 29 years old and I'm 30 years old.
I've not a shave. That's what I was thinking. Shall I have a shave or not? Then family go, no, you always look like a baby when you have a shave. So, you know, it's good.
I think it might have been better if you did. But Harry's actually younger than me. I was actually quite surprised. You know, Harry's younger than me, and every other time I meet him, I say, Harry, am I older than you? Are you older than me? And he goes, no, you're older than me. So being 30 years old and him 29, you know, where did it start? Were you born in Bolton? Were you born somewhere else? Moved to Bolton? Tell us a bit about Pakistan. Where you're from in Pakistan? What's the sort of roots, the links? with your father, your uncles and stuff? Give us an insight.
Yeah, obviously we were born in Bolton, 1991, so 29 years old, and brought up in Bolton. All my life I've been living in Bolton. That's gonna be home. Pakistan, from Rawalpindi, the village called Mator.
Mator and that, yeah.
That's a lot of army people from the Mator.
Right,
so
okay.
It is kind of well known in the army section a bit.
Yeah.
But but I've been living in Bolton all my life. School Bolton, boxing.
Primary,
gym.
secondary.
Yeah, from nursery.
Okay, yeah.
Nursery,
yeah,
primary, secondary. Did a bit of college. So,
okay.
That was in Bolton.
So you didn't pursue, obviously with your grades in school and then going into college. Did you not?
No, I didn't really carry on.
No.
I don't think, for some reason, I don't think it was my kind of thing. Education. I don't know. I just wasn't clicking with it. That's when I thought, you know what, I want to focus into boxing. But before boxing, not many people know. I used to be playing football. So I used to play for the local school team in primary school.
Yeah.
As I was in primary school, I played at the Reebok Stadium.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
As a primary school student, you played
so we had like a little school tournament.
Yeah.
And the finals were in the stadium before a game. So you get to not 30,000 fans, but obviously about an hour before the game
starts. At that
starts.
time, were Bolton in the Premier League?
No, I think League One.
All right, so they were
coming
up.
This
is before the Sam Allardyce's days, yeah?
Yeah, just
Big
before
Sam's
that.
Days, yeah.
So that was a big thing as well, playing at Reebok Stadium. Then we had a bit of a crowd there. Then after the game, we get to watch the football match. But then we're thinking, wow, we're watching Bolton Wanderers play football. So not many.
So have you always been into football or boxing?
I'll start with football. I used to play for a Saturday league.
Okay.
Every Saturday I used to.
Did you ever make it semi-pro or was it just amateur level?
No, because by the time I think it was about 9 or 8, 9 years old was, and the club got shut down.
Right. Okay.
The local club. So I used to go to the boxing gym just to watch army train, and I think, you know what, I used to just get the gloves on, have a little mess about in the bags while he's training, and just do my own.
So how many years old? How many years is he older than you?
I think he's about 5 years older than me. Yeah,
Right,
4 or 5 years older he is. So I used to punch around in the bag while he's training and this and that. So his coach was McJelly at that time.
Right. Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, why don't you it seems like you have got a bit of knowledge in boxing. Why don't you keep up?" So I've kept going, training, and from there got into the sport, and
right.
the journey started from there.
So tell us, obviously with your dad, your mother. I mean, I can say they're a housewife. They've always been at home, look after the family and stuff.
Yeah,
your old man, obviously, work-wise, where did it start? How did it go? How did it pursue? Was it always known, I'm here to become a sort of well-beaten champion? Was it sort of mooted in the family?
Even that, not many people know where Amir started from. So when he was young, he was hyperactive. I'm talking about 5.
I think he still is.
Yeah, 5, 6 year old. When he was 5, 6 years old, believe it or not, my grandma had to sit with him in school.
Right.
Because he was so naughty and hyperactive.
Is this in primary school and stuff?
This is in nursery, I'm talking.
Right, okay.
So because he moved from 1 2 nurseries. Because he was too naughty. So the teachers go to my dad and my grandma, look, someone has to be with him.
He needs to be supervised.
Yeah, to control him.
Yeah.
So my grandma used to be with him all the time, every other day. And then my dad took him to a boxing gym around the corner and goes to him, look, I'll take you to a boxing gym. And my dad's thinking, I'll just burn energy off him. So took him there. And after the first day, that's when he started asking my dad, look, I want to go to the gym. So it's a bit of a discipline as well. So my dad was like, look, if you be good, I'm going to take you to the gym. And that's how it all started from. He used to be good. That's when he started behaving. And from there, dad supported him all the way. He used to finish school. He used to take him to the gym. Then when he got to about, I'll say, 12, 13, he was so motivated. His routine used to be wake up, school, come home from school, do like a 2-mile run, go to mosque, straight from mosque, go to the gym, and home. And
this is during his teens?
That was,
early teens?
Yeah, early teens.
Early teens.
And he stuck with that all the way through. So we didn't know that he was going to become a boxer. Before, my dad just took him there just to burn the energy off him to make him.
So he had a lot of raw energy inside him that needed channeling.
And if you see a few old photos of him, next time you come down, I'll show you some photos. You will not think, that's not Amir. He was round. So he had a bit of weight on him.
All right, okay. So he was a bit more chubbier.
before 10 years old or something. He was very.
So you wouldn't
chubby.
think he's got the physique of a boxer,
Oh yeah,
or
no, 100%.
he's going to go into sports or anything like that.
So that's the thing I said to people. Boxing is good for discipline. If you're hyperactive, go to the gym and just beat the hell out of the bag.
Yeah.
Bag.
Take the energy out on that and burn the testosterone in that direction.
Yeah, and so he
that
loved
sort
it
of
from
stuff, yeah.
he loved it from there, and obviously he wanted to go to the gym. My dad gave him that support all the way through. My dad used to work as well. He used to have his own scrapyard, and
Okay.
he had his own garage. He was that was his field.
So he's been in mechanics all his life.
Till this day now.
He knows about cars.
Yeah. Any little problems
With the family cars,
I'll go to
you're
that.
not going to the garage. You're
No,
going to the dad said, "Look, dad, take a look."
Just a few weeks ago, the van side door went opening, and it's been out for a while. And I thought, I need this side door opening. Then dad's like, you know what? Let me get my tools. Got the toolbox out
Yeah.
straight away. Side door. Ended up
Fixing it,
Fixing
and
where I could have gone to a garage, and they could have charged me what
labor,
labor
parts, even possibly, yeah.
But dad did his magic and sorted
So
out.
who's the eldest in the family?
Tabinda.
Tabinda's the
sister.
eldest.
Yeah, Tabinda. She's
Are
1
you
year older than
gonna
Amir.
share her age or?
She's 1 year older than Amir.
Okay, so I'm 33.
After 35. After a certain age, I forget the age.
Yeah, you forget
but-
their age, yeah.
But you know what?
Don't forget your own though.
I think I'm
But then-
29.
Yeah,
but
but
you
they'll
know what?
remind
The
you.
funny thing is, Tabinda knows everyone's date of birth.
Yeah, I
everyone's
remember coming
birthday.
last time I came, and she actually mentioned it to
Yeah.
me. She goes, all the paperwork side of it.
That's all to me.
I'm on top of all of that.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll just be sending, she'll send a random message. You know, his dad's birthday tomorrow. Like, all right.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for
So
telling me
they'll
the day before.
remind you and stuff.
Or his
Yeah.
mum's birthday tomorrow. So she knows. That's one thing about it. She'll never forget anyone's birthday and stuff. Or anniversaries.
Yeah.
Sometimes she has to tell me it's your anniversary coming up. But even that, I don't know how many anniversaries I've got because my nikah was 1 year, my Bharat, Valima, they're all separate years. So
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm
then
still
start keeping
thinking
that in
which-
mind.
still thinking which date shall I put as my anniversary.
Yeah. True. Obviously, Tabinda's being the eldest. Then she's married to Gohar. Gohar's obviously we all
Famous
know Gohar. Gohar's a good lad. He's one of the boys. He's into cars. He's into motorbikes. He likes. What sort of Tabinda into? Obviously, she's got 2 daughters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 daughters and 1 boy.
Mustafa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tabinda is. I don't know.
What can you say if you were to describe your eldest sister
Uh,
in 3 words? And she's probably listening to this now and she's gonna be thinking what's going on.
Think what needs to say,
You better choose your words
she's
carefully.
hardworking.
Hardworking.
So she's like all the accounts at home. She's looking after all that.
Right.
She
Okay.
does all the paperwork. Like I said, she's the paperwork woman. She's even got my dad made a little office.
Clerical work is all hers.
Yeah, all that's all hers.
Yeah.
Well, she's
Another word.
caring. I'll say she's caring.
Yeah.
She's always looking out for all of us.
Yeah.
What else can I say?
Third
about-
word. You know, you're thinking about it.
I don't want to say the bad one. You know what? I think I don't know.
So if you had to describe Tabinda 3 words: hardworking, caring,
Caring.
and
I'll say she's supportive.
she's supportive on
Yeah,
that.
she's always there.
In your difficult times, any moments,
any time.
any aspect,
In any time I can pick up the phone and speak to him.
you can openly speak
I
to
can say,
him.
look, I've had this
Badgie,
problem,
this is
or
the problem, or
I've just done this. It's like sometimes I've got a speeding ticket. Oh, the post's gonna come through the letterbox. I've been caught speeding. You have to hide it from dad. And
yeah.
she like kind of hide it, but dad ends up finding out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I think her being the eldest, I think it's a good thing that.
It's a good thing, yeah. Having an elder sister is good. I don't have any sisters, so I don't know the feeling of having an elder sister or a younger sister. But I would have always wanted an elder sister because the caring is,
Yeah.
I think, an
No,
innate
100%.
quality inside elder sisters. They're very caring. I mean, I've
Mm.
seen it with my mum and my mamu, for example.
Yeah,
If any struggles he's gone through in life,
your mum's there.
my mum's always been sort of supportive and caring
Mhm.
towards him. And I've seen that my father didn't have no sisters. I don't have no sisters. So it's sort of like, you know, we've been deprived, and sisters are big blessings. We know that
100%,
they're a huge blessing in any family. And, you know, Islam tells us that the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the blessings and virtues of daughters, etc. So from Tabinda, describe, I mean, we're going to talk in some detail about Amir, him being second eldest.
Yeah.
if you was to describe Amir in 3 words, not as a boxer, forget his career or anything, just as a brother towards you, as a human, you know, just the way he's been.
Yeah, we do get on. So he has got a funny side of him.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes got a bit of a sarky side of him.
Has there?
Yeah, he has got a bit of sarky.
Has he got a bit of sarcasm?
He has got a bit of sarky in him.
But I don't think he does that with the boys or anything. I think is it because he's open with you?
Yeah.
So as a brother or with Maria, he might just drop a sarky comment.
I think it's just probably siblings thing then.
It's a sibling. Is it a sibling or is it? Do you see it with? Obviously, with his wife, it must be sarky as well. But
yes,
in
I
terms
think
of
it's probably just the immediate family that is probably a bit of he has a bit of
sarcasm and he brings that out. Yeah.
But it's banter in it.
End of the day, obviously, you'll know his banter better than anyone.
Yeah, we can have a laugh with him and stuff like that.
So there's a sarcastic, humorous side to him that a lot of people don't see.
But he's hard working as well. Like when he's in camp and when he's got something to do training wise, he is 100% focused. Not
distracted. Not.
He can get distracted, but he does be focused.
Okay.
And we've seen it in camp. Every other camp, me and my dad are always there, and he'll have a breakfast in front of him or some food. He won't really like it, but he'll sacrifice everything to eat it.
Right, okay, because he needs to fuel his body to make sure that he gets in shape. And
so he is good at focusing stuff like that, and that's hard. Sometimes I used to be in camp with him, and they used to make veg and stuff like that, and I used to leave all the veg and just eat the meat or the chicken. and
he forced himself to eat the broccoli.
Yeah, it's like
and the greens.
liver for breakfast, gledgy for breakfast.
Wow.
And he'll have it, and even that's not fully cooked, raw cooked.
Wow.
You're still seeing blood coming out of it. So he does
hardworking, humorous, and a third quality.
I don't know really. Hope he's not watching it.
Yeah, he might be watching. You never know. No, was it caring, supportive? You know.
Yeah, I can say he's supportive as well because when I used to be boxing, he always used to be there. Before
even in your own journey as a boxer.
Yeah, in the dressing room, he used to take me on a few pads. There's a few clips on YouTube as well where he's holding the pads just before I'm walking to the ring.
Yeah.
So he has been that supportive, and obviously, sometimes I look at him more of a idol than a brother.
All right, okay. So you look up to him.
I look up to him, yeah, because what he's achieved, he's been through it all, and that's what I'm going through. So I know. He won't tell me what mistakes he made, what mistakes he made.
Right, okay.
So that was a good thing as well.
So the experience that he's gained,
he was passing it all on to me.
You were just soaking it in from him.
Yeah, and sometimes he used to help as well because I still remember one thing that he used to tell me. He goes, look, never go and try knocking the opponent out. Because when you go try knock the opponent out, it'll never happen. If you just take it easy and just keep doing what you're doing, the knockout will come itself, which really in a few fights it did.
So you started seeing that happening.
Yeah, and that was happening in America. My debut in America and fighting, and I thought, no one knows me in America. Crowd, I'm just gonna go in. I was proper cool-minded, everything. I thought I'm just gonna go in and just do what I got to do. Ended up knocking him out in like 50 seconds, and I didn't really expect it to happen, but
it just came.
The
opening came, and you took the shot, and it caused a knockout.
Over. Yeah. And then that's when I realized, well, there's no point trying to rush in and try and knock the guy out.
So with obviously Amir, he's got the humorous side to him. He's got the hard-working nature, and obviously the fact that he's passed on this experience, from the boxing sense as well. Okay, so then obviously there's yourself. I mean, you could describe yourself in 3 words afterwards. Obviously, Maria is your youngest.
Yeah, she's
the youngest one, right? So describe Maria in 3 words.
She's funny. I know she's watching this now. Yeah, with Maria, I can have a laugh with her.
Fully open.
Open, I can joke.
No holds barred. Just raw, uncut.
She won't take nothing too heart.
That's all right. That's good.
And she sometimes I have to just give her a bit of a e-wake saying, look, Ma, you have to go do this and go do that. So I will kind of bully her into some things to do. Mum would probably say to me, "Oh, go get eggs and bread, the normal breakfast stuff."
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Maria, you don't mind just going doing it.
Yeah.
She'll have a little huff and a puff, but she knows she can't say no.
So you got good chemistry with her.
Yeah.
A really good chemistry. So you can say with Tabinda, it's like an elder sister.
Yeah, that
elderly figure, more mother type.
Yeah, you still can't really go too harsh on
Cross
her.
the limits and
Yeah.
lines because obviously she's the elder sister.
Whereas Mario, I can put it on her and say
because she's younger than you as well. Yeah. Right.
even though she'll have a little more and this and that, but I know she's not going to take it to
So
heart.
she's funny, right? So that's one quality. What else is
She's got it easy. I'll say
she's
she's
had
got
it
it
easy.
easy.
I think all the young ones have it easy.
Yeah, mum and dad did look after her too much.
So she's like the darling,
Yeah.
the ladly.
The ladly, yeah.
She's the
My mum
ladly.
even says that she's my ladly.
right, okay.
But yeah, so you got Maya, that you got her being the ladly, we'll say, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say she's carrying it all because obviously I've got Rafi, I've got nephews and nieces. And
Yeah, Mustafa.
she'll go out of the way and just buy gifts, presents. Even if there's no birthday coming up or nothing, she'll still go out of the way. Oh, you know what? We like this. This will look nice on the kids or whatever. She'll go out and get it. And till this day, we still tell her, look, why are you spending money for? Okay, on your birthday, on the birthday, you buy certain stuff, but you don't need to do
just randomly getting presents
so
and
you know
gifts
what,
for the.
She's got good
Big
bond
heart.
with she's got a big heart and she's good. She's very
Who's got
good
the
with
biggest heart? Who's the one who spoils the family the most? Like in my family, I get told I'm the one. Like my old man, my some of my uncles, my granddad. Like it's a common trait within us. My mum says it all the time that tara dil bubara. You'll spend on. I spend on my mum, my brothers. I've bought my brother's Goose's jacket when I've gone to Canada. I'm not bothered. He's getting married. I'll do anything. I'll send him on a honeymoon. I'm not bothered. I don't care because at the end of the day, you do it for your family. In yours, who's the one person that you think, amongst your siblings that, I mean, you can naturally say Amir because he's got the money, but who's got the heart? Having money is different.
He's sat in front of you.
Is it you?
I'd say I've got a big heart.
Nah, I tell you,
Honestly,
if you get
believe
married
it or
on the
not-
phone right now,
Believe it or
she
not,
will dispute you on that.
even Tabinda will say, you know what, he can be a bit here and there sometimes, but he has got a big heart. So yeah, I think
The one, the person like, okay, yeah. So I'm sitting here saying it's me, and my brothers will verify that as well. My mum will say the same. They'll know, okay, yeah, he's the guy who just spend on us.
To be honest with you, we all got a big heart. When we all got a big heart.
But who's that? There must be that one. I mean, like you're saying, Mario will just randomly get gifts for.
I'm trying to think, Nick, because that's a tough one. That
Amir, loads of money. He could possibly, he could buy you anything and everything. Tabinda, a bit more,
I'd probably say it'll be one of the girls, Tabinda or Maria.
serious.
Yeah. Like,
Jokes aside, so
jokes aside, I think it'll be one of the girls.
yeah, between them
But
two.
I'll just say both of them. I'll keep it
Right,
both
you can't. They'll be watching it down.
I'm
They'll
going to
be
go home,
thinking,
yeah.
Listen, imagine the luck by the time you get home after this one.
Yeah, I'll say it's the girls. They're the ones that's got the biggest
Generally,
heart.
do you think girls have bigger hearts than guys? Like your missus, I mean, between you and your missus, who's the one who say, "Come on, let's go out. We'll go get a bite to eat," or I'm gonna let's get mum this or let's get dad that.
Yeah,
Or,
I think it is a girls thing then.
I think
the
it's
same
in the
missus
nature
with
of a
missus,
woman.
Like, we'll probably like now another thing, we'll be going shopping and she will get something for Rafi and straight away she says, "Oh, Mustafa, it'll always look good when they're both wearing it together."
Right,
and stuff,
okay,
so
yeah. So there you go,
she'll
yeah.
get another thing.
That thought won't cross your mind. I mean, it doesn't cross our
it-
mind as guys anyway.
yeah, it will, but not as much as the girls will.
They'll look at it more like, oh yeah, they're partners in crime,
Yeah.
the little ones.
And they're both similar age and
Yeah, you're growing
some
up
look
together
cute
and
together as
they look
well.
nice.
and-
Yeah.
So yeah, I
makes
think the
sense.
girls have got the bigger heart.
Right, so okay, and who's your favourite from the siblings?
Now you're putting it on me now.
No, I am gonna put it on you. It's I want to
Um,
tap in and I want to know. Obviously, if you had to choose one,
I'd say Tabinda. Yeah, I'd
she's
say
your
Tabinda,
favourite.
yeah.
Oh, that's
I'd say
sweet. That,
Tabinda.
yeah. She
But
elder
we-
sister.
The banter-wise, Maria, because I can put it on her.
Yeah.
Whereas Tabinda, I have to sometimes say, "Oh, I can't say this to her, I can't say that to her." But like I said, I can be open with Tabinda if I've got any problems, issues.
Yeah.
I can ring Tabinda any time of the night, any time of the day, and say to her, "Look,
She's there for
this
you.
happens, that's happened." She'll always tell me the right way to go.
Wicked. That's nice. That's good, man. It's a privilege, it's an honor to have a sister, man. I wouldn't know because if I've got a problem, I ring Imam Adil straight away. He's my elder brother.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 9 times out of 10 my first point of call as my elder brother.
Mm.
What do you think? There's this situation. We've got to do this. I'll speak to my mum. The younger ones, I don't really ever get them involved.
Yeah, and you know what? It's always better to ask the elders because really the elders know the
That
best.
experience and
Yeah.
that little bit more of
And
life that they've
exactly,
seen.
and they know what's gonna be the best for you.
Right, okay, so obviously we've looked at your siblings, your brothers and sisters, your brother and two sisters, and obviously let's just move on towards a bit about Amir's boxing career. When did he sort of shoot to fame and like really break through? That you think, okay, you know what, he's making it big. And how was it for you at that time? So prior to him becoming famous, and then when breaking through British sort of media, what was the feeling? How did it feel? How was it?
I'd say he kind of broke through when he was about 14, 15.
So people started to recognize him in the boxing
In
circles.
the boxing circle, yeah. So every boxing show we used to go to where he's fighting, they
knew this kid's going to make it. He's going to be big.
And he was winning all national titles. He was going to these championships abroad, 4 Nations, European championships.
And were you going with him?
No, my dad was going.
Your dad throughout his entire journey, your dad's been there.
He had 110 amateur fights, and my dad's got all 110 fights on VCR.
Wow.
Because back then, believe it or not, my dad used to have them, these TV crew cameras, the big ones. we started off with one of them.
Right.
So obviously they were VCR, and all the fights from the first one till his last amateur fight, all on VCR.
All on VCR.
All on VCR.
Every single one.
Every single
110 amateur fights, all on record.
On VCR, yeah.
Wow. And what is his amateur record? I mean, I don't know.
It was 110 fights and he won 101.
Wow.
Lost 9.
So 101 to 9.
Yeah. So he used to go to these championships, 4 Nations,
European championships,
and stuff like that. England v Ireland, England v Scotland.
So he was representing the country.
Yeah.
At his weight.
At his weight. And he used to come back best boxer of the tournament.
Wow. So his trophy, obviously I think I've seen some of the trophies at the house.
Yeah, and half of them are probably locked in the garage.
There's that many trophies.
Oh, he's got loads. And like I said, every tournament he used to walk out best boxer. Then all the international fighters that's when they recognized him. And then, so when he was 17, the rules in England is you have to turn 18 the same year to compete in the Olympic Games.
All right, okay.
That's just in England though. So obviously with dual nationality, so my dad goes, okay, no, fine, we're going to send him through Pakistan.
Okay.
That's when
So your dad wanted him to... At this point, your dad's calling the shots, your dad's guiding him, taking him and saying, right, okay, we've seen enough of the amateur career, we want you to progress into sort of...
Even the Olympic Games, our mentality to go in there, he's going to win a gold medal. We thought it's good for experience. He was the youngest one, 17 years old. So my dad goes, okay, fine, if England's not going to send him, we're going to send him through Pakistan.
Okay.
Then they must have thought, wait a minute, we're losing a
talent here. And if they take over here,
he's going to beat one of our fighters. So first qualifiers, they go, right, no problem, we'll send him. So they sent him qualifiers, beat the guy, but didn't get the decision.
Okay.
So
which happens in boxing.
Which happens.
We know it happens.
And goes up. So about a month later, it's another championships. It was a world champion. It was the world championships, and first fight, who's it up against? That first guy who fought in the previous qualifiers, which he got beat by. Straight away, walks straight through it, wins that fight, wins the second fight, wins the third fight, fights the Cuban, breaks his hand in the fight.
Okay, so he's broke his hand prior to breaking, us knowing during his pro career that is.
So he's broke his hand, gone on, won that fight, finals, beat the guy literally one hand, won gold medal, qualified for the Olympic Games, and best boxer again. So which is a big thing.
Impressive.
And that's not best boxer of your weight category, of the whole fighters.
So all the weights that are there.
All the fighters that fought there, he was the best boxer of it.
Wow.
So then,
this is at 17.
At 17. So now he's qualified for Olympics. Big hoo-ha, wow, he's going to Olympic Games.
For Great Britain.
Then, and the funny thing was, he was the only Great Britain fighter to compete in the Olympic Games. there's no other fighter representing England GB in the
In the boxing
Games.
category.
Yeah.
In the sport of
in the
boxing.
sport of boxing.
So there was no heavyweights,
No
nobody.
heavyweights, no lightweight.
So
bench,
Joshua's
bantamweight.
come after.
Oh, yeah,
he's-
he come.
He come in the next ones after the Olympic Games. We remember
No,
Joshua.
he was 2-3 after. No, did he? When did he come? He wasn't.
When did Amir go? 2002 or was it 2004? 2004 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Amir was there.
Yeah.
So I was
think
14 at
Joshua
that
was
time.
12.
He was 18.
I think Joshua was when he was.
Yeah, but there you go. So that was
8 years
8 years after.
8 years after. Then with him winning that medal again, so you fought these guys that he was fighting in the Olympic Games. They were like European champions, world champions, top of the top.
And Cubans are meant to be like
Oh, they're the best.
top.
Cubans and Russians.
Amateur boxers.
Because they
boxing
can't turn
in-
pro. Cubans cannot turn pro.
Wow.
They have to leave their country to turn pro.
Well, Luis Ortiz.
But he's based in America now.
So that's why he's obviously
Yeah,
right. So he's originally
Gamboa.
Cuban.
Gamboa, another Cuban.
Right. Okay.
He's living in America, so that's what they leave their country. That's when they can turn pro.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so obviously now Olympic Games started.
2004.
2004.
Where were you?
I was at home. So first, my dad, my two uncles, Sergeant Mahmood's dad,
Sad's dad.
Uncle Taz,
Okay.
Maj,
Yeah, Taz.
Kushe, Ayaz.
Maj, all the boys.
So yes, Maj,
Khan's
Kushe,
army.
Ayaz. Yeah, Khan's army. Jav, there must have been about a good 15 of them that
All
went.
flew out.
All flew out.
And that was in Sydney.
No, in Athens.
Or Athens,
Athens,
Greece.
yeah,
Or where
Greece.
the Olympics was
Yeah.
ever founded, in the first where it was founded.
Yeah, that's what I found as well, innit? So
Yeah,
anyway,
the
so
Greece
they've
and
gone there. Obviously, we're not thinking nothing of it. For yeah, he's major tournament. He's gonna go there, try his best. Wins the first fight, knocks the second guy out. Third fight, then me, Mum, Tabinda, and Mario ended up leaving for the semi-finals. So we got down in the semi-finals. Still thinking, you know what? Masha's got a medal now. He's guaranteed bronze medal.
Guaranteed bronze by hitting the semis.
Yeah. So when we got there, he won the semi, and we thought, yeah, he's guaranteed a medal now. So, wow, yeah, you know what? Big hoo-ha. Back then, I had blonde streaks in my hair as well. Still feel like images there, I think, bloody, I had blonde streaks. So, yeah, we've gone there, and, slowly, different people just coming. Before you know it, there was so many people that flew over just to watch Army fight.
British or
British.
like white people?
Yeah.
What about the Asians? Our own?
Few Asians as well.
Okay.
So, that's when we were thinking, wow. But before we got there,
So obviously we're Asians. Did you, as a family, know how important or big? Obviously, your dad would have known the Olympics. With your
I
mom,
didn't
man, like
no, we just
it
thought,
wasn't. It was just another tournament.
Another tournament, exactly.
But knowing that if Amir now breaks
But
through
then,
there, he's made it
I
massive.
think, you know what, it probably hit us probably when it's just started, when we used to watch it at our house, all cousins, aunties just come over, watch it. Then the TV crew started coming over, the news people,
Yeah.
ITV, BBC, Grenada Reports. And then that's when we thought, you know what, this is a big tournament
With the Olympics.
in the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
So then
So after the semis,
semis, obviously we got there, and he ends up facing Mario Kindelin,
okay.
reigning 2-time Olympic gold
Olympic
medalist,
gold medalist.
4-5 times world champion.
Wow.
He was
Top end amateur, the top
like
of
I
the...
said, Cubans can't turn pro. So he was about 34 years old. He was twice as Army's age.
Wow.
He had about 300-400 fights. Back then,
Absolutely.
Army had about 100. So he was like the top amateur. Everyone knew him. Everyone in that boxing game knew who Mario Kindelin was. And then ends up facing him. And I thought he'd done enough to beat him. But obviously, Kindelin's a name. He was a name back then. Reigning champion. Every official knew about him. And then Army just come short.
Yeah.
So anyway, got the silver medal. Big achievement.
Silver medal.
Silver medal.
Wow.
Only boxer for representing GB at the Olympic
At that
Games.
time in 2004. So
Yeah.
we're going back
And
16
back
years,
then-
nobody happening.
So when the fights were happening, other athletes from Great Britain, if they not got no sport or no, if they not got a competition happening, they'll come to the arena and watch Amir and support Amir.
Right, okay, so there was
So we
other
got
competitors who are runners,
rowers,
they were all coming,
javelins,
all Olympians.
Yeah, they were all coming because now they heard about him. 17-year-old young kid. Who is this?
From
young
Great
kid?
Britain. You know,
Yeah.
this island.
Asian
Asian
Pakistani.
as well, Pakistani heritage.
So, yeah, then from there, he got the silver medal, big achievement.
When he came back to England,
It was mad.
is that when it
was
exploded?
Mad. I couldn't believe it.
And
There
how
was-
old were you
there
then,
was
Are?
queues.
With your blood streaks?
There was queues on the motorway to come to Manchester Airport to greet him.
No way.
Honestly, it was mad. So then, even you've got pictures of that. As soon as he come out of that gate, he got pounced on. So anyway, back then as well, there was a limo going around. We're thinking, whose limo is this? They think nothing of it. The limo come to pick Amir up for your
Wow.
charge. So anyway, limos took him
Well,
to
are these our own people doing it, or just
we don't know.
generally?
We don't know. We just found out, oh, look, this car's
There's a limo
Amir, this
turned
and
up and they're going to escort Amir home.
Hummer. Back then, 2004, we
Hummers
talked
were the
Hummer
big
limo.
thing, yeah.
Wow, bloody, we never see limos, this and that. So anyway, limos come, jumped in it, got home, outside home. Now, this is about 10, 11 o'clock at night. House, outside the house, rammed. Neighbours out, flags out. Neighbours got flags there. We had the doll there.
All right, okay.
And
So full on istiqbal and that, like
Yeah,
full on welcome that.
it was just, it did hit us thinking, wow, bloody hell, is that how?
So just it was overnight. So you knew
kind
that.
of overnight.
So you knew that, the old man must have known, okay, you know what? He's going to become a big boxer. It's going to happen now. Things are cooking, He's going to be big. We know that he might break through here because natural ability he's got. But the moment he's gone Olympics, come back, your lives have changed.
Yeah. Then
Would you say from that moment, life changed for all of you?
Yeah, I just think it was. We used to have like people because we used to live across the opposite school.
Okay.
After school, kids used to just come knocking on doors with their parents. Oh, is Amir in? Come and take pictures and come and get
Wow.
autographs. And we have to remember, Amir is only 17 years old.
Yeah. So he wouldn't even know how to handle it.
Exactly.
He's not been trained or he's not gone to a school.
To him about, oh, you have to
This
do
is what
you
you're
have
gonna
to-
expect.
So
For him, it's
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know what was happening while he was in the Olympic Games. He didn't know what was going on in England. He didn't know how big his name is getting bigger and bigger.
his
and
profile's
he's
growing
in
as a boxer now.
Every
Yeah.
day he's in a paper. So we used to like have kids and parents coming knocking on the door. Is Amir in? This and that.
White people as well. Like just
Yeah.
anyone, black,
Anyone and
white,
everyone, every colour.
wicked, awesome.
And that's when we thought, you know what? He's done the country proud.
Yeah, he's
And-
represented the country.
And then
he's-
from there, slowly, obviously moved out. And yeah,
so the financial perks of it, you've started to see is benefiting the
Yeah.
family
it was helping. It was helping.
immensely with your father as well.
Then it got to a point where I think it was just before the Olympic Games, where it was so much happening with Amir traveling here, traveling there. So my dad goes to his, at the garage. He goes, look, I want you to run it, take over, run it, because obviously I can't do it. I'm with Amir everywhere. And I think he said, look, he goes, I can't win it without you, this and that. So
Who did he say that to?
that was my dad, Majid's brother, Jav,
Right,
because they
okay.
used to work together.
The partners and
And he goes, oh, I can't do it. So then obviously my dad had to sell the
garage.
garage. And then from there, just dad managed everything, all the financial side, sponsorships,
Wow.
the contracts when he had his signed up with Frank Warren.
The pro career then began.
pro
So
career
when did he
began.
turn pro?
So after the Olympic Games, I'd say about 2-3 months after that, the rematch with Kindleton happens in England
All right, okay.
at Reebok Stadium.
Okay, packed out.
Packed out, must have been about 2,000 people there. This is amateur show still.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
Still
Look
amateur.
at that. Yeah.
And Amir just paggers him every round, beats him hands down, big margin, probably by about 7-8 points, beats him. And straight from there, I think Frank Warren must have called my dad and said, look, we won him. Then obviously-
Queensbury,
Well, now it's Queensbury. Back then it was just Frank Warren Promotions.
Frank Warren Promotions, right? Okay.
Yeah. And from there, he just started from there, the career.
The pro career started.
Pro career started from there.
Right. We'll pause his career now. I'm just going to throw something in. Guys, subscribe to the channel. Share this with others right now. We're having an awesome podcast with Harry. He's letting us into some immense insight into his own life, Amir's life, and just it's amazing to know his career and how it happened and what's happening. So please share this with your families right now so they can watch and join in and be inspired and see. And there's so much more to go through. This is not even the tip of the iceberg, to be honest with you. And I'm really putting him through I'm not even putting him through his paces just yet, even though I told him I need 3 words for each of the siblings. But please subscribe to the channel, share this with your family and friends, and let others benefit. And we'll just pause Amir's there for a moment and come to you now. So this is Amir now. He's 18, 19. You know, he turned pro at the age of 18. So as soon as the Olympics finished, fought the
Kindle
rematch, and then boom,
and
turned straight into pro. At that time, obviously, you're 14 years old.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Where are you going from here?
At that time, I must have had about, I'd say, 20 amateur fights.
So you've got you're building your own boxing career and
I'm
profile.
still an amateur.
Right,
I think there would probably about, I don't know if we fought on the same show together. Probably 1-2 shows where we both fought together.
Right, okay. Amateur shows.
Amateur shows, yeah.
Right.
So obviously now,
big brother, little brother
I'm
together.
14, fighting. I'm representing England now as well.
Right, so you've moved into the junior. You've gone in as a junior
I've
into
fought
Great
4
Britain.
nations: England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I fought. I went to European Championships where, and as soon as I got there, I find out that I'm too old for it. So I had a bit of exhibition with the other fighters.
Okay.
So yeah, I was fighting for England regular as a junior, for England v Canada, and even then I was bringing gold medals back.
Okay.
I was winning them, and then went to a few national championships, England local ones, won a few of them. I can say I had a good amateur career as well. Then as soon as I get into a senior, I must have had about.
So how many amateur fights?
I had about 84. Or
84.
89 fights, lost
And record?
15.
15.
Yeah, so won about 75 or so.
All right.
So I get to a senior now, and I used to get phone calls off the lads from the England squad. Oh yeah, we're going to a camp. Are you going to the training camp? I'm like, what training camp? Because you get a letter sent to your address saying, oh, you'll be invited to this training camp, that training camp. And back then it used to be in Crystal Palace or Sheffield. So I used to be like, no, I've not got a letter. What's it for? And these tell me it's for X, Y, Z. So I never used to get called to these training camps. Then the Commonwealth Games come, and now I was about 18. So I go to him, Dad, look, Commonwealth Games are coming. My dad goes, yeah, if you want, I'll speak to Pakistan and see if they'll take you on. So Dad got onto the phone, spoke to the Pakistan Boxing Federation, and they said that, look, okay, fine, tell him come over, have a few sparring sessions with the local national fighters, and we'll take it from there. If he's good enough, we'll get him on. So me and my dad have gone now. So we've gone there in Islam. I think it was Lahore or Islamabad it was. So we've got there, done a few sparring sessions, and then my dad even told them, look, don't select him because he's Amir's brother, because he's from England.
So don't give him that priority.
Yeah. If you think he's good enough, then select him. So what happened, they said, look, no, honestly, we think he's capable and he'll bring us some medals and stuff. So anyway, that's bang on. So now I'm fighting for Pakistan. Commonwealth Games come, represented them. I was there for 12 weeks before the Commonwealth Games started. So gone there.
So where were the Commonwealth Games at the time?
In India.
In India, all right.
2010.
2010.
Delhi, yeah. So now I'm in training camp, and my uncle Taz was with me. So he stayed with me for about 8 weeks, 10 weeks. So I'm in training camp, and you know what? No facilities whatsoever. No dietitian, no nutrition, no strength conditioning, no physiotherapy. Now you have to think, I'm used to, if I'm getting injured, going to a physio. England squad, they're getting funded everything. They got everything. They got everything. Nutrition, dietitian, strength conditioning.
Well, Pakistan haven't got anything.
Nothing. So I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be tough. This one, getting our weight down. Even now, we in camp, dinner time comes. What is there? Roti salad. So, and there's no one there telling you, oh, eat this, eat that. So every day there was roti salad, and then it's like competition for some reason. Cause I used to be putting some salad or whatever, and the guy after me would look at my plate. I'm gonna put more than him. The guy after him is gonna think,
these are athletes.
Yeah, these are athletes now. They piling their plates up on the mountain. But the funny thing was, when we going weighing in, they're panicking now. Oh, these come to me on Taz. Oh, what's the best way to lose weight? What's the best way to do this, that? I'm thinking, bloody hell, man, this is hard work this here.
Am I here to train and get ready myself? Am I here to do the
other guy what to
dietitianing?
do. So, but you know what? It did play a big part in there because I was, after every session, I used to have a line, I used to have my hostel in Pakistan and the lads there saying, oh, yeah, tell us what to do and this and that. So I used to give them a bit of tips. Obviously, me coming from England with all the experience with all the
background,
sports scientists and stuff. So obviously, I did know bits and bats. And then, obviously, smashed it through camp. Another thing as well, we used to go running. This used to be our cardio now, stamina for our stamina.
Out in India?
You know, this is in Pakistan still.
In Pakistan, okay.
Big running track. So each round is 3 minutes. So they'll say, right, 3 minutes, just sprint as fast as you can around the running track.
Sounds quite Pakistani, that does.
So just sprinting, 3 minutes, right, blow the whistle, a minute shadow boxing, 3 minutes, sprint again. I'm thinking, bloody, at least do your little bursts
build up and, you know,
or do like
interval
a
training or something, you know,
that's what
stop, start, walk, jog,
like,
run, walk, jog, run.
Lamppost, like post to post
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
when you get to this stage, you know.
Jog, sprint.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in a fight, you're not going to be going 100 miles all the way through. You're going to be doing different paces.
Stopping, starting.
So it kind of made me laugh as well, though. You know, training there, it was a good experience. So now we going to the Commonwealth Games now, get to India. Now, my family couldn't, well, they give the passports for visas, but obviously being Pakistani,
and with India,
it was tough getting the visas. The day before the opening ceremony, get a phone call of Mum and Dad, yep, you know what, we've just got our visas, we'll be there tomorrow. So they've come. Obviously, I was with all the athletes in the village. So, done that ceremony. Another thing, which is another Pakistani thing, what happens, the bear club, the guy who holds a flag is meant to be like an athlete or something.
The flag bearer,
yeah. He's meant to be an athlete or someone. But the Pakistanis are kicking off with each other, saying, give me the flag, give me the flag. It ended up being some official that holding the flag.
Just to settle it.
Yeah. No, he's
man,
as well saying, look, no, give me the flag. And you can see a bit of a clip where they both pushed and shoving, getting the flag. Honestly, it was mad. But all for experience it was.
Well, it's nice that you're sharing it with us.
That's
not just not just what we know about our families and our culture and our background. It's just actually goes all the way up.
So anyway, first fight, I've fought a guy from Tanzania.
Yeah,
gone
Tanzania,
there, knocked him out in the second round. Straight right hand.
Okay.
Put him down. Referee stopped it. Then, my mum and dad...
Headgear.
Yeah, this is still headgear now. Headgear, 10-inch gloves, vest, obviously.
Okay.
So now my sister, I don't know if Mari was there. I think she was there. So anyway, Tabinda was there. Gord was there. Mum and dad.
Okay.
So the full family was there. Amir was in training camp because he was fighting Madonna.
Marcus Madonna. I remember that fight.
So after the Commonwealth Games, he was fighting Madonna. So he was in training camp. But then again, he used to be calling me every day before a fight. Right, look, do this. Don't do nothing daft. Don't get into a fight with them, whatever. So that he did play a bit of a part as well.
Stick to your game plan, to your strengths.
Don't fall into their traps.
Yeah.
So anyway, second fight, won that. Third fight, win that. Fourth fight, semi-finals for the bronze medal, end up facing the British fighter.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so...
What a story, yeah.
And back then, they're saying that, oh yeah, I've beat him in sparring, I've done this to him, I've done that to him.
Obviously creating...
Because this was a Welsh guy. He was in GB squad, but in Commonwealth Games, Welsh have their own team, England have their own team.
Right, okay.
So before the quarterfinals, for the quarterfinals, the Welsh fought the English guy. So when they fought the English guy, the Welsh beat the English guy. Now the English guy is saying to the media, oh yeah, the Welsh guy, he's going to beat Harry, this and that, Harry's nothing special, blah, blah, we did this to him in sparring, this and that, which I've never really sparred with him. Right, now, big hoo-ha's happening now, semi-finals, Pakistan v England, obviously.
Amir Khan's brother, Haroon Khan.
Media's getting onto it now, thinking, wait a minute, what's happened here?
Why has he gone to Pakistan?
Yeah, so now, fought him, beat him. Beat him for, wow, now, that was a big
achievement. Obviously,
beat the guy that's in my position.
Got one over on him.
till this day, believe it or not, I still don't know why I didn't get selected.
Wow.
So anyway,
So why do you think you didn't get selected? You know, there must have been an inside story. What does your dad say about it?
I don't know.
Does
You know,
Amir have a say in it?
probably because what I used to hear was they never
Typically, just to add, typically people say the race card. Oh, Asian.
I don't know, because really, I don't know if it's a race card or not. Probably they got their favoritisms.
Oh, so
Probably
even
the selectors are probably close to such a body's coach.
right, okay.
He's so close to such a body's gym or whatever.
So there was certain bias.
We don't know what it was, but till this day, I've still not really had someone
An
telling me
explanation.
saying no. They can't say that I wasn't good enough.
Right.
Because I was, every time they call me as a junior, oh, you want to fight for England next week, I used to be there on weight and win as well. So you can't say that I wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So anyway, beat him straight away after that, walking out of the ring, gone to the media centre. Everyone's asking, why you not fight for England? Why is this, that?
So now everyone's...
And I'm just saying, all I had to say was this medal should have been for England because I was guaranteed a bronze medal now. But still didn't get the recognition of it. Or every media paper was asking, why have
you switched?
Yeah, why is he not fighting for England for? So anyway, going into semi-finals, end up facing the Indian lad now.
All right.
He's the reigning
India.
In India, he's a reigning Commonwealth champion. Hench, arms out, stocky.
In your weight category.
In my weight category. Some opponents I used to be thinking, they can't be my weight. Their arms are massive. I ain't got no muscles, nothing. But so anyway, one thing I do like, give it to the Indians that there were no boos.
Okay.
Pakistan,
no
India,
heckling.
Conflict.
Yeah.
But there was nothing like that. No, like, if anything, when I fought the Welsh guy, I had all of India supporting me.
Okay, so they backed you.
They were backing
when
me
it
over
came
the
to
Welsh.
everyone else.
Yeah.
But
So
when it came to their own.
Yeah, when it come to own, they did give the odd clap.
Yeah.
But when they...
It was,
when they said his name, bloody hell.
Gio.
When they said his name, the arena went mad. So anyway, fought him. It was a tough fight. He did kind of put it on me, but I thought, you know what, it's going to be tough beating him. Not beating him physically, but beating him and the judges. He's the home fighter.
In his home territory, in his back garden.
They're hosting the Commonwealth Games. So it's going to be tough. I'm going to have to knock this guy out to get the win. Anyway, went the distance.
How many rounds?
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yeah, back then it was 3 threes or 4 threes or something like that.
Okay.
So then I thought, took him the distance. Didn't think nothing of it. Didn't get hurt or anything. But I can say he did kind of beat me, but not with the margin what they said. There were some points where I should have scored, but I wasn't getting scored. They weren't scoring.
They weren't counting the score, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously walked out, guaranteed bronze medal, thinking, you know what, bronze medal, better than nothing. Beat the British fighter, which is a champion for me anyway, because I beat the British fighter. Then he goes on to the finals. Indian, obviously his guy pulls out. He had a bit of an easy route, to be honest. He got by in the first round, where there was no one that he could fight. Second, he fought second. He fought third. He fought fourth, but then he didn't fight in the final because the guy pulled out. He was guaranteed silver anyway, the guy who was going to fight. So he probably thought instead of getting a beating, I might just pull out and still got a silver medal. So that was that. Then I did my shoulder in the Commonwealth Games as well.
Right.
So come back and went to surgery, checked, done a scan.
Back here in the UK?
Back in the UK now, yeah.
Okay.
So I ended up finding out that the muscles ripped apart or something, and the
left?
It left. The two bones are kind of
rubbing
together. So what they had to do was it was keyhole surgery, shave a bit of the bone, staple the muscle together.
Okay.
So that kind of put me out for about 6-7 months. Anyway, turned pro. Still had a few fights after that here.
What weight class?
That was 52 kilos, which was super flyweight.
Super flyweight,
yeah.
No, right, okay.
So anyway, so now I'm working towards the Olympic Games. Still represent Pakistan.
Okay.
Flights booked, everything. Yeah, going to the qualifiers. With the Olympic Games, you have to qualify.
Okay,
So
all
you have
right.
to go
So
to
you
a-
can't just automatically
No.
get into the team.
No. You can go get into the team, but you have to go to championships and you have to either win a bronze, silver, or gold medal.
Yeah.
Then you qualified for two. Then the second you have 3 qualifiers. Second qualifiers, you have to win bronze or silver. And the third qualifiers, same again, bronze or silver. So anyway, the first championships were World Championships in Azerbaijan. Ready to go probably 2-3 weeks before. Packed everything, looking forward to it. Visas, everything done, booked. Dad gets an email from the AIBA. That's the amateur association in
International
boxing.
Boxing
Yeah,
Association. Yeah.
saying that I can't compete. So like, why you can't compete? Because you fought for England as a senior, or because you fought for England. So we said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because he's not fought for England as a senior, but he's fought as a junior. If anything, why did they not send off him for the Commonwealth Games?
Right. So they've allowed the Commonwealth Games, but they're not allowing here for Olympics.
Yeah.
So-
So no, that they must have had a threat.
Right. They must have thought, yeah, okay, you know what?
And the Olympic Games being in London.
Oh, yeah. It makes sense. It does make
So
sense.
don't know what
Join the dots.
don't know what they've said, but I couldn't compete in the qualifiers. That's when I thought, right, it's not gonna happen. So that shattered anyway. I thought, what, I'm not bothered. I had a good amateur career, beat their fighter,
Olympics hasn't come through, but okay, we're going to go turn pro
turn pro,
and
just
see
carry
where
on
this
from there.
goes now, yeah.
Turn pro,
At the age of
19,
10 years ago.
1920. Yeah.
10 years ago.
So now, had first fight on Army's undercard in Sheffield.
Okay.
Beat the guy. Had my second one. Third one, ended up doing my shoulder in again.
Oh.
So, gone for another operation. Had another operation, come back, recovered. Now, took about eight months ago. 8 months it took as well to recover. So anyway, done that. Had another 3-4 fights. Shoulder went again.
Oh, so this has been a consistent, like...
Yeah, because once you have an operation, you have the same.
Yeah.
So then, Mum said, "You're not fighting anymore."
Right,
And I thought, but prior to this, Mum didn't want me to fight anyway. Mum actually had my boxing kit in the bin, saying, "You know what? You're not fighting."
What,
This is
prior
just-
to becoming a boxer?
Before turning pro.
Alright, so before pro, so you had an amateur career, son, that's
Mum
it,
goes,
pack
"You know
your
what?
bags.
You won.
Nah, Amir's doing it, let him do
You've been
it.
Commonwealth Games.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
achievement. You don't need to get into it."
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, that's a tough one. So Mum's in Pakistan. Like, go to my dad. I go, "Dad, look, I think I do want to give the pros I want to give it a go." Dad goes, "Yeah, you have to speak to your mum about it." This is gonna be-
Head office.
yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. Then anyway, spoke to mum about it. Mum goes, "You know what? I don't really want you to do it, but if you want to do it, do it."
ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਕਰ ਲੈ.
Yeah. So anyway, got the green light. So done a few
Went straight
fights.
in, got the blessings and
Yeah.
that's it, gone straight into
Then
it.
obviously got the injury again, and then I was due another one.
Yeah.
Then that's when mum goes, "Look, I just don't want you to do it anymore. Especially that you're injuring yourself, you're harming your body now. Too many operations ain't good enough. And look, I don't want you to do it. Look how hard it is for me to watch Army, and imagine
See the struggles he's going through.
Yeah, imagine both of my sons fighting, how I'm feeling. And I know how he's feeling because when I'm watching Army fight, it's not easy. So
Yeah, you must. You're in a boxing family, and you've been a boxer. You've been there. You've seen your brother.
and
You
it's
must have heard and
tough.
seen stories of people dying in the ring. The
There you
everlasting
go.
damage of taking
And,
shots to the head.
And one thing about my mum, what my mum says, I don't care if you win or lose, as long as you come out of that ring safe.
Safe.
I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
So then, thinking about, what, mum's right. Imagine like when I'm watching the Army fight, it's hard. So imagine how mum's feeling. That's when I thought, what, if mum says stop, then I'm
Pack
gonna
it in
stop.
and just
And
you're gonna
it's
pack it
packed
in.
in and.
This is what 20.
This was probably, I'd say, 16, 17.
What, 3-4
17?
years ago then?
Yeah.
Just before you got married.
Yeah, just before I got married.
Yeah, I remember we went. We
Yeah,
came
just
to your
before,
wedding.
just before I got married.
Yeah.
And I thought, what? If whatever mum says, obviously they're going to think the best for you. So
For us, yeah.
that was my
Alright, so that's your boxing journey there.
journey, yeah.
And if we now flip it back to Amir, we stopped where he turned pro. So in 2005
2005, 6.
and 6, he
Six,
turns
yeah.
he's turned pro now.
Yeah.
So now his profile's building. He's under Frank Warren. How long did he stay under Frank Warren?
He was with him for 5 years, I think.
Right, okay. And how many fights, in that time he must have...
About 4 years, 3 years he was with Warren. He got him the world title fight. On his last fight on the contract was a world title fight. And even back then, from his debut career of pro career, there used to be other fighters, Danny Williams, Matt Skelton.
Yeah. Danny Williams became Muslim as well.
Yeah, so
from Brixton.
Them two,
Matt Skelton as
they
well.
were meant to be top of the bill. Yeah, top of the bill. But Amir used to be the top of the bill.
Right.
Because they must have tried it once where they put Amir before the main card. Straight after Amir's fight,
they've all walked out.
Everyone's gone. So that's
funny that because there've been times where I remember when I was peaking as a speaker, and I'd go in for a talk, and all the young lads would walk in, they listen to the talk and that. And then I've walked out, and some of the Nath Khans who said, "Don't go yet. Let us read,
then go."
Then we go, because if you walk out, they're all the youth are gonna walk out. Really, there'll be nobody left here and that. So I can sort of relate to that in my field, but I can imagine.
So it used to be like that. So when he used to fight,
he had to be the headline.
It used to be empty, and after that he was the last one fighting. Obviously, then
main card.
Sometimes there used to be bigger names fighting as well, but obviously they only used to watch Amir because he was, remember, the youngest Olympian, only Olympian.
British,
and,
Pakistani.
Yeah, so he had a big background.
Big following.
And
profile grown.
He was shooting up. And then obviously become the fought for world title. Before that though, he fought Barrera.
Yes.
Barrera.
Was it Marco Antonio Barrera? Yeah.
Legend in the sport.
Yeah, legend of course, man. He fought against Prince Naseem and beat Nas, didn't he?
And I think, I think there was a time when Nas said to Arm, "Look, I don't need to fight Barrera."
All right, okay.
Yeah, but
Barrera being Mexican.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah, like Eric Morales and the boys.
Bit of arrogancy as well.
Yeah.
You can see when he fought Nas.
Yeah.
And Arm is one of them. He'll just take any challenge. He's not scared of a challenge. He wants to fight the best of the best. So anyway, he said, "Look, I want to fight him." So gone, fought him, beat him, cut him up, beat him, stopped him. Then went on, become world champion.
But that time Amir was just raw. There was something. There was sting in his punches as well, man.
Yeah, your speed, hunger.
It was next level. I remember when we were young, and we were hearing about this Amir Khan coming up, and my first experience with Amir Khan, I'll tell you when it was in 2012 in London, Barking. You were there as well,
because the Olympics happened,
and he was invited to the village,
to Afi's village, and we come straight from there before that to the talk that you had
to the masjid, and I was the imam of that mosque in Barking.
Yeah.
So I was the imam of that mosque.
Ago.
Was it 8 years ago? Yeah, 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. So I'm 22 years old at the time. This was in July now.
Wow.
And Amir was 23 he's a bit older than he must have been 25 at the time.
Yeah.
He was about 25 at the time. And I remember we both sat there, and there's pictures where he sat on one side and I'm sat on the other side. And there's I've actually got a picture of him. Someone took a picture where I'm stood next to him. Yeah. And I was like, well, obviously it's a big thing. Amir Khan's coming, And it sort of came into my sort of knowledge then that, okay, wow, this guy's going to make it. This guy's big, but he's only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
The big fights are coming ahead now. But watching him then, seeing him box, and you look at the rapidness and the speed and the fluidity in his movement and the angles that he'd come in at, and it's like it was just raw, man. Like, we were firing.
He was fast. Like they say, I think most of his opponents, they've interviewed him after the fight, and they've said to him, "Oh, what do you think of his speed?" And they said, "Look, it seemed as if the ref was punching me as well." That's how many punches coming at me. So every opponent's admitted that his speed's too much, and that's his key: speed. Speed is his
most standout quality as a boxer. Speed. Ahead of his boxing IQ, his ring IQ.
It's his speed.
It's just natural speed.
Yep.
Wow.
Then goes on, fights.
But what happened with the British Prescott, man? That was his first loss, wasn't it?
First loss with a new trainer, it was as well.
What do you think caused that loss? What do you think it was? Was it a fluke? Was it just...
Got caught cold.
Off day?
Got caught on his temple. It wasn't a jaw, yeah. Once you get hit on the temple, that controls the
Knocks it, yeah.
nerve, all of your balance.
Ah, right.
And it's hard to recover from that. People say, oh yeah, he's got a glass chin, he's got this, he's got that. But it's not. You know, if you get hit on a temple, hit anyone on a temple, they're going down. You can be as the biggest of the biggest. If you get caught on that temple, you're going down. Like look at the Garcia fight. He
Danny
got
Garcia,
caught on the temple and the neck.
Yeah, right here, yeah.
And that controls, again, that's a nerve that controls your balance.
One of the main nerves, yeah.
So people say, oh yeah, he's not got a chin, this and that. But he's not. Look, Madonna, when he fought Madonna,
he took a few of his
at
shots.
that time, Madonna was the hardest hitting fighter in that weight category. So he was a threat.
Heavy
Madonna.
puncher.
Yeah.
Heavy
Yeah,
puncher.
he was known as, he's a beast. He's knocking mans out. He got caught in the 11th or 12th round. 11th round.
Yeah.
Right on the chin. Fought through it. Stayed on his feet. Didn't go down. And
we were all saying that, you know what, he can take a punch here.
he can take punch, yeah. Then you got Canelo. But Canelo coming probably 30 pounds heavier than Army that night.
Was it at the weigh-in they were...
Same weight, but after
Then
the
he
weigh-in,
must
you can
chomp
as much as you want, yeah.
Eat as much as you want, do
And
what you want, yeah.
You have to remember, Canelo's a
Naturally, a bigger
that way,
guy, yeah.
And look, I think if whoever got connected with that shot that
Would
night
have been out, yeah.
would have been out.
Yeah, that's not just Amir Khan. Anyone would have.
Anyone.
Canelo's,
and you
Saul
know,
Canelo now is the biggest fighter in the...
he's my favourite fighter.
Yeah. We're going to come to that, though. We're going to tap into your IQ and who's your favourite and who you rank as the best pound for pound.
Like I said, Amir is one of them that he'll never take a fight down. He wants to fight the best. And
then obviously, you know, he's starting to sell out arenas. You know, he's making it big. And I think when you make it in America, you've made it, bro. That is where it's happening.
A
the
lot
land
of
of
these fighters
dreams.
in England as well, when they fight, you can fight world champions, you can beat anyone.
Anyone here.
But Americans are not going to know about you.
That's the world. That world is a different world.
And the best thing that Army did was 2012, was it, I think? No, 2009, when he fought Malinaji in New York.
Okay. That's his first sort of American soil experience.
In Malinaji's hometown.
Yeah, New York as well, yeah.
So he's gone there, his turf, stopped him.
Beat him up.
Malinaji was up there as well back then.
Paulie Malinaji, yeah.
And made a statement. And he was with Golden Boy back then as well, De La Hoya. So then...
Paulie was?
No, they both were.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So that's when he broke the ice in America now. And then from there, he must have had about 4 or 5 fights.
In America?
In America.
And when did he start hitting Madison Square or the staples or the big ones?
The debut was in Madison Square Garden.
Okay, all right. So Amir's
but
debut.
in the theatre. So
right,
you've got Madison Square Garden, which is the big arena.
Yeah.
Then you got the theatre in the arena.
Within the square, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the debut. Then after that, he fought Vegas, which was Madonna.
So were you now at this point you're traveling with him?
Yeah, going camps with him.
Every camp. Dad, Taz, the boys, the full Khan army.
Just going there. Obviously, he's fully focused on the sport.
Saj.
Yeah, he's just hunger now. He's just hunger. He's thinking, you know what? It's my time to make it now. And this is what many people don't know as well. We used to be in camp, in an apartment. Me, Dad, Amu, Saj, and Taz. 5 of us. So, 6 in the morning, we all waking up.
He's going for the jogs, but you got.
We're all waking up. We're all in that car driving to the steps or the hill running, and I'll probably do the first lap with him. He'll carry on doing whatever he's doing. Then probably the last 2, I'll jump on with him. Saj will come on probably the last one and stuff like that. So
and he's driven, disciplined.
Yeah. So now
people don't know about Amir Khan. They think, you know what, he's made it and he's fallen on a pot of luck.
Fully when he's focused, he's focused. And so that's the thing. Wherever he was, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, be there. Come home, have a nap, then boxing training about 1-2 o'clock. We all there. Even if we're not doing no training, for him it's good. Because we've got
his
that support.
family,
We're supporting
my brother's there, he's safe.
We're pushing him sometimes. Then come home, have a lunch, relax for a bit. In the evening, gym again. Strength training.
Wow.
And sometimes...
This is 12 weeks?
Yeah,
non-stop.
10 to 12 weeks.
Non-stop. Every day?
Yeah, except
5
probably
days.
Sundays or Saturdays. Saturdays probably just doing just a swim.
And Sundays day off?
Sundays would be day off.
So 6 days a week?
Yeah. Sometimes Sunday they'll say, you know what? Back then it was Alex Ariza.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll say, you know what? We're training this.
Who's been his best trainer?
I think Alex Ariza. Alex Ariza's good.
Was he at his? Did he achieve the most in that period?
Yeah, he used to push him. Yeah. I can say that he achieved the most.
Not Virgil.
Virgil's good.
Freddie.
Freddie's good, but obviously he's got the Parkinson disease, hasn't he?
Yeah. Freddie's obviously.
Sometimes, like in a corner, you only have a minute after each round.
So by the
And
time
that
Freddie
1 minute is the
crucial.
quickest minute as well. It goes, you don't realise where that minute's gone. And sometimes you just take him probably half a minute just to get the first words out, whatever.
Right.
By the time you had a sip of water, wiped your face, got a Vaseline on, then you're ready to hear the instructions for the what to do next.
Right.
But that was a downfall on Freddie Roach.
His illness.
Yeah.
It's not helped.
But on pad work, though, you won't even think he's got it. Taking all the shots.
The way he's taking,
taking all the shots. And he used to have the body bag on.
Yeah.
And he's taking punches of Amir and Pacquiao.
Money as well, yeah. Manuel Pacquiao and that. Wicked. All right, okay. So we're saying, Ariel's probably the best.
Alex Ariza.
Alex Ariza is the best coach that he's had, or you think that he's the best coach he's had, probably.
At the time, yeah.
What about promoter? How crucial is a promoter in a boxer's life, man?
Promoters, they're the ones that.
How much do they make? Be honest. What
they
are
making a lot of money. Promoters are making, because you have to think they get the TV money rights, they get the sponsorship.
They've got percentage in everything.
Everything. No, the fighter don't get this. The fighter does not get. So now, for example,
pay-per-view.
In pay-per-view, they won't get no pay-per-views.
The fighter gets
probably
put in
only
at the
after
pay-per-view.
certain views. They'll say, okay, you can get cut after certain views, which will probably be like 500,000 views, buys.
Wow.
Then you get a cut.
We're all thinking maybe if he does 500,000-600,000 sales on a pay-per-view, he's gonna, and the pay-per-view is 30 quid or $60 or whatever it is. He's taking 10, 20 quid out of that, or even 5-10 quid out of that. No,
promoters are
killing it. Eddie and that, yeah.
Eddie's killing it. Like, for example,
Frank and Eddie, eh?
Say for example, in America, let's talk America. I think America's main ring sponsor is the Corona.
Okay.
Corona, yeah. That be a Corona.
Yeah.
The fighter's not getting no cuts out of there. And imagine how much Corona's paying De La Hoya to have their logo in the centre of the ring and on the corner posts.
Wow, so
and the fighter's not
are we
getting
talking millions or hundreds of thousands?
I won't be surprised if it's minimum $1 million.
Wow.
Because you have to remember they're getting...
And the fighter's not getting that. That is De La Hoya's show.
Yep.
So De La Hoya is taking...
the sponsor money.
That money.
Yeah.
I'm letting you on my ring here.
Yeah.
Basically.
The gate money, tickets, they're getting... The fighters will get a bit of a cut out of that.
A cut out of that.
Pay-per-view, like I said, after certain buys, you'll get...
So where the fighter's money is concerned, his fight purse, that is pre-agreed.
Yeah, that's pre-agreed. Win, not lose, draw, you're getting that.
You're going to get your 500k, $1 million, $2 million,
yeah.
$3 million.
Fight for a minute, you're still getting that paycheck.
Wow.
Yeah. As soon as you get into that ring and that bell rings...
Guaranteed you're getting that into your bank account.
The guy's probably writing it ringside. Because straight after the fight, when you walk into the dressing room, there's one guy just adds onto the entourage. He's got the check. He'll come straight to the dressing room.
Or does he give it there?
There, and then you're getting a check.
So what if that check gets lost?
Then it's lost, isn't it?
He's not going to bounce, is it?
There's been times where, like, we've got to the dressing room, and the guy will come, right, I'm here, your check. And obviously now, you've been through 12 rounds, and you're shattered, and you're exhausted.
I think last thing on his head is going to be there.
Checking it, he's like, oh, you know what, how you just get that? Or something. Like, bloody hell. So I'll just get it, I'll sign it off, this and that, yeah.
Pops, you know it's about 1.2 mil. You sure you want me to hold that? Eh?
So sometimes I'll give it out straight away. I'm not keeping it. I'm thinking, you know what? Whoever's close to me has or someone like that. I say, yeah, that's the check there.
Wow. But people don't know it's hard work, man.
Man.
You've got to
even
build it.
Even being in camp's hard work. Because you have to remember, sometimes when they're in training camp, they ratty.
They pull out. They think, oh, I can't do this.
No, not even that. Like, they'll be ratty with us. Because they're on a strict diet. They've not had probably chocolate for God knows how many weeks. They've not had fizzy drinks. They can't go out, do what they want to do. Especially fight week. If Amir says this mic's pink, Amir, that mic's pink.
You're not objecting.
No,
You don't want to cross him now.
No, because it'll just take like that and he'll switch.
Wow.
Because he's drained, he's making weight, and you just have
So
to...
mentally, he still has to stay focused. And
yeah.
even though his desires and his nafs and, his ego wants something else,
But
he has to put everything to
the
one
side.
side just to focus on the fight.
Yeah, and that's what he did as well. That's the good thing about it, he just stays focused.
Wow.
Like I said, sometimes he'll say, look, I want this, I want that. You just have to go get it straight away. Just to make him relax.
Wow.
We can't let him worry about his gloves. We can't worry, oh, where's my kit? Is my kit going to fit me? Where's my boots? This, that. Has this person got tickets? We don't let him interfere in any of that.
He doesn't deal with none of that.
No.
He's just focused on the fight and boom, I'm going to get in there, knock this man out.
Go there, do the business.
I'm going to do my business and the rest of the team will manage the rest.
Yeah.
Wow.
So even for us, it's hard work.
And obviously then...
And it's us that will get the bad name. Someone will come and say, oh, Amir's promised me this. But Amir's one of them. Someone says, oh, give me tickets. Oh, yeah, don't worry, I'll sort it.
He's not going to say no, is he?
Yeah. And then it's us going to get the bad name.
Oh, you didn't get the tickets?
How you didn't give me the tickets?
Oh, they like this.
You give me... I was promised 5 tickets, you give me 3 tickets. But at the same time, they're not paying for the tickets. So it'll be different if they're paying for them, but they're not paying for it.
Wow.
Oh, you bloody give me 5 rows away from the ring when he said I'm ringside.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, man. But you see these guys, you should be happy that you got the ticket. Bruv.
There's people out there that are dying for
a ticket. We got you a ticket and you're crying there's 5 rows above.
Yeah, and the arena's fully sold out.
Wow. And still to get tickets.
Sometimes we have to play with sponsors just to make one person happy. You think, oh, you know what? Yeah, he's a good lad. You know what? We'll push the sponsor a bit back and we'll put him in front.
Wow.
Then we obviously said sponsors, look, you don't mind. Obviously, we have to.
So the boys, Ifti, Wasi, the boys, they used to all land, eh?
Yeah, they were there. Wasi's been a few times in Vegas, Ifti as well.
Yeah.
They've all
Ashfaq.
been.
Ishfaq as well, yeah.
So
Lahoz.
they've all been, man. It's been a good ride. Yeah,
Did you enjoy it? It's good experience,
It's
eh?
good experience, yeah.
Awesome.
Traveling, I probably didn't think I'd be going Vegas. Why would I go Vegas? I don't want to go Vegas, but obviously...
Maybe you might want to go Vegas. Vegas is good too.
But at the time, you never thought we were going to go Vegas, did it? Obviously, all the big fights were happening in Vegas, this and that.
That's where it's happening.
Heart of boxing. But even Vegas, now thinking of it, I don't like Vegas, man. It's just that one strip and...
Everything else is just normal.
Yeah. No halal food. Well, there is, but it's not the same, innit?
Nice. So obviously, then Amir's got into world. He's become world champion now. Now he's a big mega star.
Unified as well. He beat Zabjuda.
Yeah.
So he fought some big names, man.
Drop the names.
So
Zabjuda.
You got Malinaje, Medana,
Barrera. These are the early days.
Devin Alexander,
yeah.
Luis Colazo, former world champion.
So these are world champions he's beating, man.
Yeah. Even Malinaje was a former world champion.
Yeah. They've all been at the top of the sport.
Yeah.
The thing is, at that time,
Medana was the hardest hitting person back then in that weight class where everyone was avoiding.
And Amir took it. Yeah, man.
And then obviously Lamont Peterson.
Yeah.
Where there was a bit of a funny decision.
Yeah.
Rematch should have happened, but then 2-3 weeks before you got tested positive again for the banned substance.
Lamont.
Yeah. That's when we fought Garcia instead. And same again.
How was the Danny Garcia fight?
Same again. He was winning that fight. And Garcia even admits himself that he was too fast. But one punch can change the game.
Anyone, man. It could do it to anyone.
And that was the punch that caught him on his neck. Which controlled the nerve again. Balance.
The spine and everything, yeah.
And he was winning that fight, hands down. And he even said
the Canelo fight you were winning.
You know,
up to about the 6th round, I think, he had Canelo.
Sometimes I think what happened in that fight was a blessing because on the judges' scorecards, he was down.
Was he?
Which people don't know as well.
But we all presume, and I'm saying it now, even that I thought...
2 had him down, and I think 1 had him 1 round up or something. So really, no one has done that to Canelo what Amir did. You can't say Mayweather because back then Canelo was a kid.
Yeah, I see. This is my argument as well. You know,
Mayweather was in his peak.
Mayweather fight him now.
Mayweather was in his peak.
Now Canelo's in his peak.
Oh,
who'd beat?
Canelo, man.
No, but that's because you like Canelo.
No. Honestly,
why would you say Canelo will beat Mayweather? There's a few Mayweather fans watching now.
He's too powerful, man. Canelo is just
Saul's too good, man.
People saying, "Oh, he's on this terminated meat." This and that.
Forget all that.
No,
Man.
look, they get tested before fight in camp. While they're in training camp, random drug testers come and test you without telling you. They can.
Amir's had it.
Oh yeah, we used to be in camp sleeping 3 a.m, doors knocking. Yep, while testing.
So urine sample and
There and then, okay, even if he wants to go toilet, I'm coming toilet with you.
wow.
Then after the fight, straight away testing. So you can't say Canelo's on meat,
Substance,
whatever. But the guy's a beast, man.
No, but that's not going to enhance his punch power, is it?
Mm.
Or his ring
If
IQ,
it is,
it?
give me some of that meat.
Yeah, no, but Canelo is right now probably,
Pound for pound, number 1.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Not Terence.
I don't really. He's good. Crawford is good.
Crawford, yeah.
I'd put him in my top 5.
We'll come to that. I still want to tap into Amir on that.
But
I should have bought him as well. It would have been sick. But
we'll get him on. Don't worry, we'll get him on.
It'll be nice, man. It'll be good.
We'll get him on. But like I said, so with all these fights, sometimes it's a blessing that it's not. So I'm not saying it's a good thing that he got knocked out, but he saved 6 rounds of his career.
Potentially.
Yeah, you
Because
never know what could
he's in
happen.
with the beast.
Yeah, and
to take that fight. People
Canelo-
say, oh, he's going to get beat. Okay, I might get
but like
beat.
I said, he likes
I'll tell you,
challenges.
I dare you to go in there and fight him.
And like I was saying, he's up for any challenge. And he wants to fight the best on the best, and Canelo was the best. Golovkin was avoiding him back then.
Yeah, Gennady, yeah. I'm a big GG fan.
I think Canelo still takes him.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about Golovkin and Canelo and who should and who could have won and who won the first or the second.
There's always going to be ifs and buts.
Yeah, but you guys are boxers, man. You know better than me. I don't know these boxing and stuff. But so obviously Amir Khan is fought Danny. He's fought Danny Garcia. He's fought against Saul Canelo, Alvarez, and the Mayweather. A lot of people want to ask why was he chasing the Mayweather fight?
You know, that Mayweather fight was done deal. It was
Mhm,
done deal. From our side, it was signed off. But what I
Fully.
think, fully done.
Guaranteed, certified.
Both terms agreed everything.
A rematch clauses in there.
I don't know about the rematch clause. I don't know too much details, but
Inside,
the contract, when we were speaking amongst ourselves, yep, contract signed, Amir's done his bit, we're just going to send it over. But I think what messed him up was, I think Amir must have put a tweet up back then saying, oh yeah, fight's done, deal, this and that. And Mayweather was the one then thought, wait a minute, who's he?
You two called this
announce,
shot first.
Yeah, who's he to announce that I'm fighting him?
Right, so
it's
that's
easy,
where it's
easy
sort
getaway.
of...
It's an easy getaway. It's a blessing for Mayweather.
You're going to say that, aren't you?
No,
You're going to say it was...
Believe it or not, if
seriously,
anything, I think...
hypothetical world. They've agreed a fight. They're going to go. Mayweather's making millions, hundreds of millions. Amir's come off with a massive paycheck. 10, 15, 20 million potentially.
I think Amir would have beat him.
No,
With
don't
speed.
say that because you're
With
his brother.
speed, because
Genuinely, honestly,
Mayweather
on a level.
struggles with speed.
No, but there'll be guys on here who, I've got a mate of mine, Hussain. He loves Mayweather. He's the best ever TBE. He's a hardcore Sunni yet, but he loves Mayweather.
Believe it or not, I think...
He goes, oh, no. Mayweather's greater than Ali.
Okay, what about De La Hoya and Mayweather? What do you think of that fight?
I think De La Hoya would have beat him.
No, they fought.
Yeah,
And
they did, yeah.
I think De La Hoya beat him.
Well, I didn't see the fight, but, I mean, they did fight, yeah, but...
You got...
See, I don't know much
was
about...
it Castillo that should have beat him as well? That he didn't get the decision?
Why is he not getting... Why they not getting decisions, man?
Probably... Look, whenever Mayweather fights, he's making... His pay-per-view buys are daft. He is cash cow. You can't say that... Or
He is the money man
Yeah.
in
He
the
is
boxing
Money Mayweather,
industry.
innit?
He is Money Mayweather, yeah.
Like, I think...
So he is the man. He's gonna... This guy is going to make money. He's gonna make you money. He's make your camp money. He's gonna make himself a serious amount of money, right?
Every fight.
Money is not the issue. And
Any fight.
in any fight, you could fight anyone and he will make 100 mil.
Look, when he fought that Japanese or Chinese guy...
Yeah, for what, 1 minute or something?
But shut up, man. That kid, he was a kid lower weight than him, and he just bullied him. The guy was crying after the fight.
Yeah, but money was made.
But then again, I don't know if he was crying that, oh, I made this much money. Oh.
In happiness, in sadness.
There you go, so...
But Harry, if you genuinely think over 12 rounds, Mayweather's a counter-attacking boxer.
With that fight,
he's defensive.
with
When he's got
Amir
his
and
guard up,
Mayweather,
he's, he's gonna counter you. You've thrown a shot. He's dodged. He's hitting your back straight away.
so with the Amir and Mayweather fight, it'll be like a game of chess.
A proper boxing fight.
Yeah.
Not a scrap.
No, it's not gonna be a scrap.
This is a
Remember,
proper
they both got
technical
speed.
boxers and that.
They've got speed. Amir loves to get into a fight as well sometimes. So it would be like a game of chess, that fight.
If only, yeah.
If only it happened. You never know, it could still happen. Mayweather saying that he wants to come back again. You don't know.
Yeah, he'll come. He'll make
But I don't think he'll come into boxing. He's just gonna have these little exhibitions.
exhibitions. Well, now I think is it Jake Paul who's trying to incite
That
him.
I'm against that. I'm against all these YouTubers trying to think they're boxers and stuff.
Are you?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Tyson was saying it's a good thing for the sport and this, that. Maybe he's doing that
If
because
anything, they're disrespecting the sport. A YouTuber, bloody hell, come on.
can't
man.
throw a punch,
Never
but they're
been
just
in a boxing
capitalizing.
before,
Yeah.
Just using their social
Are they not
media.
bringing a new crowd in?
They are bringing all these YouTubers in it, but again, some are kids and stuff like that, but they're not actual boxing fans.
Exhibitionists.
Yeah, and they really come to see the YouTuber. They're not coming to see a boxing fight.
So you're against the YouTube
100%.
100%.
They're disrespecting the sport.
You want the
They're
the
thinking-
sport to be the pureness of the
Like,
sport to
go-
remain.
If you're gonna go do golf or something, go do something.
Don't come to our territory.
Don't come to our territory thinking it's the easy sport.
But the money's there to be made. Even Eddie Hearns
They're
can,
killing it, man. These YouTubers,
KSI
they're
did
smashing
it. Logan
Them
Paul,
both movies, isn't it?
Jake Paul. Yeah, these Paul brothers from America. These guys,
Yeah.
they
Now I might just tell I'm gonna start calling these YouTubers and just put it on them, let them know that look, this sport's not.
listen. If there's
this
money to
sport's
be
not a
made, tell
game.
them to go do it, man.
This sport's not a game.
No, but if there's money, do it. Why not? From that aspect, there's the money aspect, yeah. But somebody maybe needs to teach them a lesson and say, it's time you stepped away now.
Yeah,
You should retire with, one and one.
one or whatever.
That's it.
You've done it.
Just
You've
'cause you've done
experienced.
it,
You've experienced being in a
You
boxing
made your
ring.
money and go
Yeah.
now. Because you know what? It's not a joke. It's not a
Which is
joke.
not, man.
It's not a
Till I
joke.
think till they get really, really hurt. Because you have to think these YouTubers, that whoever they fight, they're fighting these nobodies themselves.
Yeah, Nate Robinson and all these guys and
Yeah.
KSI, they're not boxers, are they?
Exactly.
They're
If they
singers or
fight
they're
a proper
influencers or
boxer,
entertainers.
if they fight a proper boxer, then
It's out.
they won't do it again.
Now they're moving, getting Conor McGregor in.
Same again, money in it.
That's what it is.
Well, with Logan Paul
Paul.
or whatever their names are, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know the guy's
Jake
name.
Paul and Logan Paul.
Right,
The
so
Paul
Logan's
brothers,
the one that's called
Conor.
right?
I think Jake's called Conor and Mayweather out.
Bloody hell.
He's
He
called
don't
them
know
both out.
he don't know what he's in for.
Or maybe one's called Conor and the other one's called Floyd.
Yeah, so anyway,
And-
okay, if them two fight, if they call in Conor or Mayweather, obviously Conor's a big name. He knows how to sell a fight.
Yeah.
So he'll sell that fight by his trash talking. The Logans, they'll sell the fight by their following.
The YouTubers, yeah.
So it makes sense for them to make money wise.
Financially, it
It
makes sense.
But
But what you're doing to the sport, the
Yeah.
image.
like I was against Conor fighting Mayweather. Yeah, I didn't really
Cross sports.
Yeah, I was thinking, and to be honest with you, Conor didn't do nothing special in that Mayweather fight.
It was a fight Pacquiao, man. What do you think?
Pacquiao will do him.
Serious.
Pacquiao must be about 46, 47 years old, 45 years old.
Nah, he's not 46, 47.
He's
40,
old.
41, isn't it?
Okay, 41, 42, 43, whatever he is. Yeah, he's in his
He's in
40s.
his 40s now,
He's in his
yeah.
40s.
But
But
that guy's good, man.
he's a.
Manuel
I like
Pacquiao, bad.
I like
What was
him.
he like as a guy, man? You must be
Very
obviously-
humble, down to earth,
serious.
always smiling,
How
happy
short is
guy.
he? Shorter than you?
Probably the same size as me,
This guy's rapid.
but his legs were about his calves that big, honestly.
Yeah, man.
But nice guy, man. So humble, quiet, always smiling. Does a lot for his own people. Because he's a congressman as well, isn't he?
Yeah, obviously in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
So apparently, when he fights, the whole crime in Philippines stop. No crime at all.
Wow. You better keep fighting then. He'll be stopping
Boy,
loads of crime.
He's doing something right.
Yeah.
But he's a good, nice guy, man. Just look when he's fighting as well. When he's walking to the ring,
Nice
he's
guy.
always
Humble
smiling
guy.
and just-
Yeah. He's a good guy, man. He's a good
Yeah.
guy. May Allah guide him to Islam.
Inshallah.
But what about Kell Brook, man? Kell Brook was the one, everyone wanted the Kell Brook British.
I was speaking to
Heb-
Amir a few days ago, and I said to him, I go, you know what? Call him, mate. Just get that fight on. He's bloody done
He's
anyway.
finished, yeah. The
He's
guy
done.
can't do it now, man. I don't think Kell
He's
can
still
do it
gonna be
now.
calling your name, mate. He'll still fight
He's
you.
been living off the. Would you?
The name. Oh yeah. 100% he has.
Anytime he's been a bit down, yeah, get Amir on.
Yeah. After every fight, oh, I want Amir Khan. Amir Khan's doing this. Amir Khan's doing that. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But
Do you think it'd sell?
it still will sell, because he's still gonna think I can still do Amir. But I know for a fact Amir's jab will just demolish his eye socket.
Even now, after the injury on his hand, having time out of the ring.
He's had bad hands for a while. Probably start of his pro career. He's had
You
bad
mentioned
hands.
it, yeah.
But he'll be too fast for him. Look, he showed in the last fight that he had against Crawford, Kell Brook.
Yeah.
When someone puts it on him, he curled into a ball. He don't like pressure. Then when
Errol Spence did the same to him.
Put it on him.
Gennady did the same to him.
Yeah, and he didn't have a chance against Golovkin. The only reason he took that fight with Golovkin because Amir fought Canelo.
It makes sense.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He didn't
Obviously, that guy's middleweight,
Yeah.
So if you do it, I can do better.
Yeah.
But you just come off worse, mate.
And he broke two.
Your socket,
he broke
both
one,
sockets,
and
yeah.
Spence broke the other socket.
Yeah, no, that's bad for him.
So I
Man.
go time,
Kell should save his life.
I go tell him, look, get him on if he still wants it. Get him on and put it
Does
on.
Amir have the motivation? Do you think he's still motivated? Now he's a married man,
Kell
kids.
Brook, he will, yeah. Because he'll want to put it. I think with Kell Brook, he'll want to put
Would that be his last one?
I'd like it. I'd like for him to say, you know what, just fight Kell Brook, put it
End
on
a
him.
high.
Shut everyone up that saying, oh, Kell Brook's going to do this, Kell Brook's going to do that.
And the best ever British welterweight there's ever been.
That's going to be the title. And call it a day. After you shut him off.
Yeah,
Which if they do fight, which will happen.
Then he can do a few exhibitions and that.
Yeah, because then I said to him, look, call him out. He'll say I'll call him out, but he's saying if I call him out, they're going to say, oh, you calling him out while he's down, coming off a defeat, this and that.
Yeah, it's not our fault he keeps losing. You know what I mean?
But look, when
I'll do Amir's talking for him.
When he's fought someone
you tell Amir do the fight and get Muller in to do all the talking.
Have you noticed when he's fought someone good, he's not come through, other than Sean Porter, which was a close fight.
And Porter's a good fighter. He's got the belt now, hasn't he?
Close fight. Yeah, Kell Brook's fight good. He's become a world title. He's a world champion.
We're not denying he's not a fighter.
But
what we're saying is, if you're gonna say you're in Amir's league,
I don't think he's in elite level.
You're not in Amir's. He's not elite. Yes.
Every elite fight that he's fought, he's fallen.
Whereas with Amir, he's actually not once but two times. And welterweight champion of the world.
And they're in their peak. They can't say, oh, he's fought this guy when he was bloody old or whatever.
Yeah. Amir's fought in his peak. Kell's fought him in his peak and lost.
Yeah, there you go.
Not many will beat Canelo. You can't say, oh, he's lost Canelo. Brady's Prescott, okay, was an off day.
Anyone's done what Amir did to Canelo in them 6 rounds. Yeah, Golovkin probably did put it on him a bit, but Canelo was struggling. He was just...
At welterweight?
No, at that middleweight against Amir and Canelo.
Amir
was middleweight, that.
Was that middleweight?
Amir went 2 weights up.
Wow.
So,
yeah, put size on, yeah.
Even Canelo just... If you watch the fight back and forth, Canelo was going for that one punch, that backhand. He tried it a few times, he caught him a few times, but then that one, he must have put everything in it.
And caught him.
And just caught him.
In the ring at that time, does the boxer see it coming?
Not really, no.
Like, would Amir have thought, there's a roundhouse coming here? Boom. It's coming from the top around.
No, not really, because you don't really...
In that moment, you're focused on your move, or you have to keep one eye on him, one eye there?
No, you'd rather not focus on one other thing, because he might do something else. So it's always just try to stick to your game plan.
Keep a distance.
Keep your distance, don't get involved.
Don't get into a slug fight.
Yeah. Especially with someone like that, you don't want to get into there, because they're much bigger, much stronger.
Slugfest, yeah.
And you don't want to get in a slugfest with them.
So you think the Kell Brook fights...
Still in the air.
Still in the air. Could happen. After COVID's gone.
I reckon 2021 is going to happen.
Yeah, I think Amir should do it. Remember last time I came, we spoke about it as well.
Yeah. And he was up for it.
Yeah, I think he is. So I think he's got the
will
motivation
happen.
For that.
But now, apparently Kell Brook's saying he wants to retire in it. So you don't know.
Oh, man. Tell him there's some money to be made. Yeah. And let's settle the score once and for all. And you know what? Be a man and step up. And finally, honour your word. And let's do it. Let's do it for the British public.
They can both say, look, they both come off defeats. They're both towards the end of the career.
Yeah. Back into their careers now.
So...
Amir's what, 33, 34?
Yeah. He's similar age. 1 2 years older, younger. Yeah, 1 year younger, 1 year older he is.
Wow. Right, so... Interesting, man. Interesting. And then what about this... what was the one? Dib?
Billy Dib.
Billy Dib.
You know what? I think they wanted that Indian fighter. But obviously...
That was more for the Pakistan-India...
in the conflict, yeah.
In Saudi.
But obviously that didn't come through. Then Billy Dib was he was available.
Yeah.
They spoke before announcing it. He said, look, I'm up for it. Another one, a good fighter, former world champion.
Yeah. Australian, Muslim.
Yeah. And you know what? Billy's a nice guy as well. It was sad for him to see what... It was sad for me to see what were happening to him. But look, at the end of the day, it's boxing. It's a sport, innit?
It's the ring, innit? Yeah. Interesting, Harry, man. It's good to get an insight on how you see that and that. That was a bit about Amir. And
sometimes it's better coming from someone that knows boxing and so someone that's... Obviously, I've done a bit myself. And I'm always with Amir. And obviously how I feel when he's in the ring.
Okay, let's leave Amir for a moment. Let's come back to you, and obviously marriage life. You got married 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You had to look up and
I was thinking.
Pluck the dates out. Tabinder, text him quickly. What date are we going with?
Don't forget the anniversary.
Yeah. I remember my first meeting with you. We both clearly remember. I've still got the picture. We were on the M62, if I'm not mistaken, and in a C63 you were CLS 63, and I was in a CLS 55.
Yeah.
And we're just speaking.
Both doing 70 miles per hour on the motorway.
Yeah, I don't think it was 70. But yeah, we were doing 70 miles per hour on the motorway. Not 170, by the way. A bit less than that, though. And I've looked left and, it's Harry. I think we might have met before in Bolton at the mosques. Because you guys used to come to the talks.
So I was with three of the lads I was with.
Yeah.
My mates.
Yeah, okay.
And how we clocked on it was you, so driving.
So I'm with Haji Kass now.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, that's Harry there.
But I'm minding my own business, and one of the lads goes, that's Imam Asim's car there. I'm thinking, are you sure? I don't really... Look, we're coming out of Bradford here now. I don't be driving there. Next year, some next man there. So he sped up a bit, creeped up. Then it was.
Indicate. We'll see you on the hard shoulder.
We pulled over, we had a good chat. That was in Ramadan, wasn't it?
It was in Ramadan, yeah.
So we pulled over, we had a good chat, about 15-20 minutes chat on the hard shoulder.
I think that was 2012 or 2013.
2013.
So this was a year probably after
we met in London.
Barking, London. And then obviously after that, I'd started coming to
Bolton a lot.
Bolton, Makkah Masjid, Medina Masjid.
Medina Masjid, yeah.
And you guys used to come over. Even Amir came over once or twice, I think. You was always a regular fixture.
Yeah.
And then I'd come back to yours, and we'd go to Gohars, play FIFA. You know, we'd catch up.
Always beating me in FIFA.
And then Ramadans, when you do the iftars, all the boys would come over.
It's a shame we couldn't do one this year.
Yeah, this year we didn't do it. We came over to the Ramadan iftars. Amir was there, yourself. I'd go over. It'd be nice. And then your wedding. I remember me and B turned up.
Yeah, it was a good do, man.
It was a nice do. You got married in Pakistan, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why Pakistan, man? There's young people watching you. I'm not married myself, but we've discussed this as well. Like, you could have probably got anyone from here.
Yeah, but I think with Pakistan, the girls in Pakistan, they got respect. Is that they know how to. When
you say respect, you don't mean that.
Not respect.
The girls here are not disrespectful.
No, I'm not saying that.
It's just generally as in managing families with mothers, mother-in-laws,
Look,
sort of.
Even now, I'm thinking of putting my kid in school in Pakistan.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. Because obviously, look, they teach the deen of Islam properly.
So they've got that aspect there.
Yeah, like
Tamiz, Ihtaram,
yeah. So they know all.
Qadar.
Yeah, and look, here, if anything, it's going to get worse in England.
Yeah, but you get good and bad everywhere, Harry.
So
let's be honest. You can get good here, you'll get bad here. You can get good there, and you can get bad there as well.
I'm not saying that every girl in
perfect
Pakistan is good.
There, yeah.
You know what? There is a few probably.
All right, was it mum's choice or your choice? Was it joint? I mean, you've told me in private.
Mum was saying, look, get married, this and that. I'm thinking, you know what? Still got a bit of time left, Mum.
Yeah.
And she said, no, look, you'd rather have kids when you're young and this and that.
Makes sense.
You don't want to be a Buddha and playing with your kids and this and that. You can't keep with your kids. I thought, no problem. I go, Mum, look, if you've got anyone in mind, I'm happy.
Willing to consider.
Show me, and if I'm just get to speak with that chatting, and if we click. So, Mum showed me some pictures. I go like, yeah, mashallah, good looking, this and that. Yes, put a word in. Then when we're in Pakistan next, we'll
go over and see how it goes.
Chat. So anyway, gone Pakistan.
She related to you?
No, from the same village.
Same village,
Same
Mator.
Mator, yeah.
Okay, so from a military background, her
Military.
family as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, military background.
Yeah, you militarians, man. You guys are soldiers.
Uncle's brigadier. Well, just retired this year.
Okay, has he?
Brigadier, yeah.
All right.
Over
Father-in-law?
Father-in-law, he was in the army as well. And her other Mamu was a retired major.
Okay.
So she's come from a army background.
Army background like yourselves?
No.
Your grandfather?
Yeah,
No?
grandfather was, yeah.
Yeah.
But like her dad was.
A
Then it's Chachi
so
and Mummy
it
and all
runs
them.
in the sort of...
Yeah.
Hers is more than...
Like, whereas obviously it was just my granddad, and then obviously my dad wasn't in the
came
army.
here and stuff,
So obviously it's after
So, right, and then obviously you got married, I remember,
yeah. So done my nikah in 16.
Yeah,
Then 17 was
the wedding.
the wedding.
Yeah,
Done Mendi Barat Walima in Pakistan.
right.
Then 18, come here and did another Walima. So that's what I'm saying. There's
Was it in 18?
18,
No, Haram, man, I can't be in 18. You got your dates wrong, bro.
17. No,
Tabinda texting him too quickly. If you're still watching on that. They can't be, man. It's got to be about 3
17.
years, 4 years now.
17 because I got
It's got to be 17 then.
yeah,
It can't be 18.
17 it was, yeah. 17.
Early 2017, I think it were, when we went
So it would
over
have
to
been
your
15,
wedding.
16, 17. So 15 would have been the nikah, 16 the shebang, 17 the blima.
But she's come over.
Yeah.
She's come over to
So that's what I'm
England.
saying. I don't know which one's
There's
my
been that
anniversary.
many. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. It's
So
not a bad thing.
sometimes,
Don't worry about it, G.
so I think last time I did the Walima anniversary, but now 24th December is going to be the nikah Walima, nikah anniversary. So
Nikah walima.
it is.
It's confusing. Listen, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. There's too
You're
many
married.
things, man.
Alhamdulillah, Allah's blessed you with a young boy, Abdul Rafi. Rafi in Arabic, how we say Rafi, we say, he's a splitting image of you. He's got your ears, he's got your looks, but he's got brown hair and green eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Blue eyes.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is from your missus side.
Mrs. side, yeah.
Definitely not from
I can't
this
see
side.
I've always got coloured eyes. But yeah, mashallah, blessed with Rafi, man. I used to say to my mum, I want to get married or I want my kids to have coloured eyes.
And look how Allah blessed it, yeah.
And mum goes, once I was in Umrah and I was doing dua and I said, I want my son's eyes to be the colour of the sky, which is blue.
Yeah.
And look.
Allah answered the duas and that.
And
your mum's a great
kid,
woman, man. I say it to my mum as well. Mum, obviously, they're yet to meet. But a lot of people don't know, man. Amir will agree with this. Me personally, 100% believe this. And I say it to your mum all the time. I remind her. A lot of his hidden success will be the direct result of your mum and dad's duas. Especially your mum. Because your mum's very practicing. Very nice. So amazing. And I'm not just saying it because it's always good laugh. Asim, how are you? The food will be ready. So hospitable. God bless Sajid.
After every fight.
Yeah.
Before every fight, after the Prescott fight, mum didn't go to any of the fights after the Prescott fight. So before every fight, mum, as soon as he leaves the hotel, mum does all the V's on him.
The duas and stuff.
Not the
Taweez, the
cord, the cord.
Yeah.
God on him, praise on him, this and that. Then mum sat on the musalla.
Yeah.
Now he's left. So now this is probably 3 hours before he's actually going to fight. So mum's still sat on the musalla, yeah? We've all left the hotel now.
Praying.
Mum's praying there.
Tasbih.
Namaz.
Zikr, azkar, nafil.
And then mum will just call me straight after the fight. So straight after the fight.
I'll ring mum.
No, we'll ring mum.
Okay.
My dad will ring mum. And we'll make sure there's a driver there that's ready to be at the hotel.
Pick mum up,
bring straight to the change room. So straight after the fight, dad will ring mum. Yeah, look, he's won, he's lost, whatever. He's okay, he's fine. Driver's coming picking you up straight away. By the time he's leaving the ring, done the interview, as soon as he walks to the change room, mum will turn up there and then. Straight away, mum will just look at his face. No, little Mark, but yeah, this and that, whatever.
That's mum's though.
That's mum's there.
That's mum's for you,
and
man.
Then, because he always has bad hands sometimes. His hands, this and that. Then the Pakistani remember day, healthy. get healthy down here, get rid of the marks, this and that. But yeah, Mum just said, look, as long as you're not hurt, I'm happy.
But a lot of we believe parents have a huge
I think I've always said that
role
as well.
in our lives, especially.
I've always said that I don't think we'd be where we are if it was not for my mum and dad.
If it wasn't for your mum and dad, yeah.
I think they played the biggest part in it.
Your dad's been there through
From day
thick
one.
and thin, man.
Yeah, from day one.
You know, we've seen your dad's face, like, from the days when Amir was in his amateurs, all the way up.
And
All the way up. And
like I said, look, with that support, that's another thing that we'll talk about now as well. The youth now coming up. Sometimes, now you speak to an Asian kid, what do you want to be? Oh yeah, I want to be a boxer, I want to be a footballer. But my dad's saying
Supporting
do
me, yeah.
education. My dad's saying become a pilot, be a doctor. Sometimes you might not fit for that, but you might just want to do a sport. You'll be successful in sport.
yeah, but Asian parents don't have it in them, Harry. Man, like your old man, he's seen potential that my boys can make it. So I'm going to invest time in him. He sold the garage up. You know, he took a risk.
But you know what, the talent. There's so much talent
In our
community.
community is unbelievable.
But
I was a talented left-footed footballer once upon a time as well, bro. I could have made it, man.
But
I instead chose to become an imam and go down another path.
they've just not got that extra push and that support, which really we need. Especially being Pakistani Muslim in England, we need that extra support.
Yeah, but I think with Amir breaking through, it was massive for us.
So
when British, Pakistani, and
before the Olympic Games, we used to train at Bere twice a week. Straight after the Olympic Games, and there must have been probably 4 or 5 apnea. After the Olympic Games, it got so busy with apnea as well that they had to open 2 more classes. So beginners class.
So he's opened the doors to a lot of people.
100%. Now look at the sport of boxing now.
A lot of Asians coming through. Let's drop some name. Akib Fiaz.
Akib
We know Akib.
Good lad.
Good lad from
Trained
Oldham.
now, who I used to train in Jamie Monal Travis.
I'll get him in one day as well.
Good lad. Same, humble.
Awesome.
We have a stick fighter. Seems focused.
Yeah.
He's got his brother who trains as well with him.
Yeah.
So
Hamza Shiraz.
Hamza Shiraz, cousin of mine.
Is he your cousin?
Cousin of mine, yeah.
Alright, okay. I
don't know where the relation is, but he's a cousin.
He's related to you.
Cousin, yeah.
He's from down south.
Slough.
From Slough.
Yeah.
Right. Hamza Shiraz. He's
good.
Looking slick. Tall.
I don't think he's been tested yet.
Okay. He's been eased in. Is he with the Frank?
Frank Warren.
He's with Frank.
That's the good thing with Frank Warren. Looks after
Frank's stable and that, yeah.
And obviously, I think he will take time. But good luck to him. Inshallah, he does do well.
Okay.
But then you got local lad, Kez Ashfaq.
Kez. Yeah.
Good amateur lad. Just had a defeat the other day, but a few weeks ago he just got beat.
Okay.
But look, end of the day, you can't be winning. Sometimes you have to have that
Take
defeat
a loss
to rebuild yourself.
And know where your weaknesses are.
Yeah. You're a stronger person when you come back from a defeat.
After a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, look, good lad. Been on holiday with him as well.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And
chilled out.
Yeah. Cool
awesome
guy.
Chilled guy.
Yeah, good to chat to.
What about these any other young ones that have crossed your radar and you've thought, this kid's gonna make it, he's looking good? Who's the one that you're thinking, young prospect in boxing right now?
I think Akib Fiaz is gonna go fight,
Do you?
Akib, yeah. Because look, he's sparring Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton's a 2-weight world champion. Carl Frampton's good. Irish lad. Good fight.
But Amir's open the doors.
Yeah. And
that's the way I look at it.
I don't think
people will say a lot of negative stuff about him.
I'm not just saying it's because he's my brother, but I don't think there will be another Amir Khan out there.
Yeah.
I hope there is.
But
it's a tough call. I can't know. Look, going over to America, going over people's territory.
America's the big one, wasn't it? That was the big one for him.
Getting promoted by these big
Oscars,
Oscar, PB, the Premier. What was the other one? Al Heyman.
Yeah,
Al Heyman's the biggest of the biggest.
Yeah. He's the godfather of boxing promoters.
I hope there be another one, but there's only sometimes parents.
No, but a lot of people look at Amir and they look at the negatives. Some of the personal family circumstances. They look at these things and they say, oh no, but they judge him on his Islam. They judge him on his personal life. Certain things they don't know him like the way. Certainly you know him. You're his brother. The way I know him, the way Others within our circle know him.
You know, I've met a few people who like sometimes they say, "Oh bloody hell, Harry, we thought you'd be this. We thought you'd be stuck up."
Yeah, they don't know.
I'm like, look, I'm a normal person, man. I've come here on my own.
You've not bought an entourage.
Some people say, "Oh, where's your security? You got bodyguards." I'm like, "What bodyguards, man? I don't need no bodyguards."
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I've come here alone.
And that's when I met you. I said the same thing. I said, these boys, they're not like that. You've got it wrong. Like, okay, there's money. There's fame here. There's no denying that they've got that. But they've not lost their identity. They know who they are still.
Even Pakistan, I'm rolling on my own in Pakistan.
Go to Pindi Bazaar.
On my own. People say, "You're mad, you driving alone." Look, if I take coppers with me, if I'm getting protocol by a cop car behind me or in front of me, that's going to bring in attention. They're going to look, oh, someone must be traveling with that person.
Yeah. You become more of a target.
Yeah, there you go. So if you see Amir in a rickshaw, you don't think, "Oh yeah, Amir Khan," then those think it's a lookalike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to do these things on my own. In Pakistan.
But I think I forgot to finish that point of that. Everyone has negatives, bro. We're all sinners. We're all imperfect. There's no perfection within any of us. Allah's made us in this way. But the best are those who return, and everyone has a chance to return till their last breath.
No, 100%.
Right? But with Amir, when you look at it from his aspect, and in terms of your family and stuff, as in, bro, who would have ever thought? I mean, they got Keeping Up with the Kardashians, man. We should do Keeping Up with the Khans.
Yeah.
It'd be sick, just, Maria's corny jokes and, Tabinda's, the girls.
Did you see that YouTube video that me and Mario
Amir and, which one?
That taste challenge.
I think I might have, a little bit.
I egged Mario a few weeks, this is in the first
Sully
lockdown.
won?
No,
not that. Forget that. Let's not bring that up.
We egged Mario, yeah?
By the way, if Sully was here today in England, we would have brought Sully on here.
And he would have had some eggs with him.
No, he would have had eggs to egg to get at Mario, but we'll leave that for another one.
What happened was we were doing this little challenge, and because I egged her previously, she goes, her and Tabinda planned it and go, we're going to do this taste challenge. After 4 tastes, I'll egg him. So she's made the mix herself, egg, flour, whatever, yogurt, everything, yeah. Tavinda pulls me to the side, and then Mario's gone into another room saying, "All right, this is what we've done after the 4th challenge. I'm going to egg him, this and that." But Tavinda told me after the 3rd challenge, we're going to egg Mario.
Oh, right.
So it turned up on her. So 3rd challenge is done. Even that, we ended up puking up. What did they give me? This is after Iftari. After Iftari, they give me bloody ginger.
Oh, right.
Garlic,
okay.
one or the other. I just come straight back out.
No way.
So anyway, after the third taste, I open my blindfold, got the egg.
Whack.
Straight I go, "You trying to egg me?" And I just poured it all over her head. Oh, it was disgusting.
Mad,
but that's what I'm saying from the banter. In Maya, I can banter. I don't think I can do that to Tavinda.
You see, but if it would be interesting for people to see that side of you guys. You get me, Haroon? Like, I know that. A lot of the people that know us and you and we know that. But then, like you said, there's people out there who think, "Oh, he's stuck up arrogant because he's Amir's brother." Or Amir stuck up. No, they're not. I mean, I went last time. Remember, we were just sat there, the 3 of us, and we must have sat for about 2 hours.
In Ramzan,
and
you've been a few times.
I've been Ramzan, but I came to do Afsos that time, obviously, with the little one, and we'll come to that as well. And how you've coped and how you've dealt and how it's been for you. But Amir went, I'm this. We just sat our fighting questions. Tell me who's the greatest boxer, who's the biggest superstar you ever met. Have you met Michael Jordan and these guys? He goes, "No, I've never met Michael Jordan, but I've met this. And
they were big stars.
They were big, massive, in those industries, Drake or the Dre's and these guys, they were big in their industries. And Amir Khan's rubbing shoulders with these guys.
But you can't beat meeting Muhammad Ali, though.
Muhammad Ali's
the biggest.
The biggest, obviously, of course,
so
man.
I met Muhammad Ali in Windsor Castle. This was talking years ago. And
so, okay, who's the biggest guy you like, superstar?
Muhammad
Ali.
Yeah. And this is what I don't understand. So before meeting him, I'm going to ask him this. I'm going to probably ask him this question. Because we had a bit of time. We were half an hour, 45 minutes. We sat with him.
Wow.
Me, Amir.
Dad.
I don't think Dad met him in America. Me, Amir, and so I don't know who else it was. And Muhammad Ali was sat there. And on the way there, I'm going to ask him this question. I'm going to have a little laugh with him, this, that. As soon as I got there, nothing was coming out.
Just struck?
Yeah.
Awestruck by him?
Nothing was just coming out. I just couldn't ask a question. I don't know what was
There
holding
was no
back.
courage left inside you
I
to
was
say,
thinking,
look,
like, he's sat in front of me.
this is like the biggest
Yeah.
superstar, you've ever met.
I don't think there's gonna be anyone bigger than him. That I can
Nah,
see
not
now.
not the impact that this guy's had on the world and politics
He was
and
a
religion.
people's champion.
He's the
Yeah.
image of a person,
Peop-
the
yeah.
people's champ.
So yeah, I
Wow.
think he is the most famous person I've met.
Wow, Muhammad Ali, eh? If my little brother Didi was here, he would have loved it. He would have loved
So, but you know what the funny thing
to
is?
pick your brains on that.
Check this one out. I've lost his picture, everything.
Yeah.
On my phone, I can't find that picture. There's only one picture that is there. Guess where it is? In Pakistan, in Mattur, at my cousin's house.
You and Muhammad Ali.
So every time I go there, I have to take a picture on my phone and think.
Pay
"Ah, you
homage
know what?
there and that.
That's the only picture I can
And
get.
you can't get it back. Or they're not giving it back.
No, I can get it back.
Yeah, but
But
obviously.
it's always there. At least I know it's safe there.
Yeah. No, you ain't gonna get
Nowadays, as soon as you take a picture of our phone, 6 months down the line, memory's full, start deleting pictures.
deleted
by accident,
pictures
you
and you
delete
might delete it. Yeah, true.
that. Sometimes you change.
So at
phone,
least
you
being
change
the
emails.
biggest, like,
Yeah.
biggest sort of. Let's
Yeah.
come back to you. Obviously, Abdul Rafi now is how old?
Mashallah, 2 years
2
old.
years old. You said
Terrible
he
too.
started nursery.
Yeah, he's
And then obviously a couple of months ago, you was planning or to welcome your second child.
yeah.
And sadly, he passed away. How did you find that experience, man? Like,
You know, I think it was.
because I know it was tough for you, bro.
I think it was February this year where I lost my uncle. And this is my
Slough?
my papa's no in Bolton. My
In
papa's
Bolton,
husband.
okay, yeah.
And that was a death, like family death, after so many years. Like we didn't have no family death for a long time. And when
A close family death.
very close. Like I said, my papa's husband.
Yeah, so yeah.
So
Papa.
that kind of hit me, thinking, wow, bloody hell, it can affect us this much. And then obviously
Looking forward,
looking
all
forward,
the plans,
try
everything.
and think positive now. Obviously,
Got baby coming.
baby coming, everything was going smooth until birth, everything, and then at the time of the delivery, Tabinda was with her, and obviously get a phone call by Tabinda saying, look, on the WhatsApp family group, looks pray for him because everything not looking good or whatever. So I've come home. I don't know where I was. I've come home upstairs doing my wuzu, just about start praying Surah Yasin, and I just heard my mum burst in tears, and that's when I thought, oh man. And then I thought, look, what could happen? What's the worst that could happen? So gone downstairs, and the mum goes, oh, let's go hospital and this that. So me, mum, dad went hospital, and even that is, you know what? Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Even my worst enemy, I would never wish anything like that to happen.
Just to
Just for me to experience that.
for your experience and then what your
Wow,
wife
you know
went
what?
through.
Yeah, it was tough, man. Look, luckily it wasn't the first child. I think if it was the first child, it would have been much harder.
Yeah, you Allah bless
But,
you with a beautiful boy. Yeah.
So I think Rafi was just pushing us through everything. He was
Even now he's
even
keeping
now,
you
yeah.
going.
Like sometimes me and Mrs. speak about it, and well, look, you still have to feel blessed that you got Rafi here,
Yeah, man.
and
It's a massive
he is
blessing.
the light for us now.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like I said, like I was saying before, the siblings, Tabinda Mari, they were there
So supportive with your
Um,
missus and
Mum was saying, stuff like, Allah probably thought he's too cute to be tested.
yeah.
He's too cute of a soul to be tested in this world.
And it was written for
I
him.
don't want to test him.
And maybe it's a reason for you and your forgiveness.
Yes.
On the day of judgment, I remember when I met you and I said it to you that, this child's going to intercede for you now.
Yeah.
And your missus. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually... It's like it's like Allah Almighty has automatically reserved
A space there,
a lifeline for you
no, 100%.
through this child, potentially.
Yeah, so
And there's positives we've got to look in in these dark times and hard times.
Even the Mufti Saab from Medina Mosque,
Yeah.
the big guy.
Yeah.
He come here as well.
Mufti Nasirullah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maulana
Even
Nasirullah Sahib,
he
yeah.
come over to the house as well a few days after.
Yeah.
Burial, and goes, look, just give us positive news like what you just said. he's gonna be he's the golden ticket.
He's your golden
And,
ticket, yeah.
You know, stuff like that. When you hear them kind of stuff, it doesn't get you over it. I'll never get over it, but it'll give you still that bit of hope and bit of schoon in it.
Sukoon on that, yeah.
So
contentment, knowing that he's in a better place.
He's in a better place. Look,
and
then I even said to Alpha as well, I go, look, you never know, he could have pulled through, he could have had a disability problem. He could have, you don't know what could have happened.
So there's everything there's good.
We could have lost him 6 months down the line.
And it would have been even harder.
Even when we got attached to him.
Yeah.
So sometimes I say, look, end of the day, it could be for a better plan.
Absolutely, man. And we pray and we ask Allah that, Allah bless you with more children. And give you more beautiful children,
and I think
with that beautiful daughters, sons.
What Bolton's got is the BCom. You must have heard of BCom.
Yeah, the Bolton Council of Mosques, like we have here, Bradford Council of Mosques.
You know what they did? They did the
immense.
Help. The help that they did. Yeah. They'll speak to the coroner direct. They'll take a lot of pressure off yourself. They've sorted all the plot out, the digging, they've done everything set, the transport.
No, a lot of Muslim communities don't have setups.
Yeah, and
funeral services like
luckily,
this.
as soon as everything happened, Maj, obviously I spoke to Maj straight away. I go, Maj, look, obviously.
Big Maj?
Yeah. Go, Maj, look, it's not happening. Obviously, even Maj was shocked straight. Maj rang Fayaz. He's one of the committee members of BCom.
Yeah.
So Fayaz and Maj come straight to hospital that day. All they said to me, give me your name, your missus' name, the baby's name, and your house address. Don't worry about anything else.
We've sorted it all.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
So that's a huge pressure and burden of yours.
Woke up in the morning. They go, 12 o'clock, we're going to be at the hospital. We're ready to take the body to the mosque. So straight away they come. They go, right, look.
And a lot of people don't know that it wasn't a stillborn.
Yeah, so it was a stillborn as well.
So
we
breathed?
No.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, the pictures I've still got is spitting images of Rafi. Spitting images.
Yeah.
But we don't know what colour the eyes would have been or whatever. But it's spitting images of Rafi was. And I think he was a bit heavier than Rafi as well, weight-wise.
Memories?
Well, yeah, it's... Like I said, anything happens for
how's your missus coping with it now?
Look, like I said, we've got Mustafa.
Keeps you going, yeah.
Nephews,
It's buzzing in the house.
Coming over.
Yeah.
She does a lot with Mustafa as well. Her brother's got 2 kids similar age to Rafi and Mustafa.
Okay, so when
her
they're
other
all...
brother's got... they're in London. Her other brother's got 3 kids, 3 boys. Her sister's got 2 kids as well, 2 boys.
Loads of boys in the family.
One was recently as well, but I said a week ago.
Okay.
So they're in Canada.
All right, nice.
So I think inshallah when we're there now in Pakistan in these 5 months, I think they'll come over from Canada to Pakistan. They'll have a little get together.
And stuff, yeah.
But yeah, I think the family's been close and supportive, and I think that's played a big part as well.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's... I think it's been nearly 2 hours, Harry. Would you believe it?
Time goes, man.
Would you believe it? It's been 2 hours, and I just want to finish with a Q&A. What's your favourite food?
Steak.
Yeah, I like steak as well.
I was going to have steak today, You
should have told me, man. We're going to go to the boys to get steak in.
No, but... So, Mum likes the Tom and Jerry steak.
Okay.
The big Tom and Jerry steak.
Tomahawks, yeah.
So we were going to have steak today, then I go, look, I can't really do that. You can't make steak today when I'm not here. So I think that's going to be tomorrow. So
that's
today,
tomorrow.
I hope I made jacket potatoes, cheese, tuna, beans, coleslaw, and the full shebang. And
nice.
Only had 1.5 potatoes.
Favourite country you've been to? Been to a few, I'm guessing. What's the best country you've been to?
You know what? I would have said Dubai, but Dubai's too congested.
Yeah. Have you been Umrah?
Yeah.
Aside from Umrah then?
You know what? Believe it or not, Pakistan. I like Pakistan.
Serious?
I love Pakistan.
Wow. I thought you would have said like America or...
I don't like America.
Canada or...
Well, America, LA is nice. But even then, LA is not a family thing, LA.
What I mean,
I'm nothing like LA.
Yeah.
You met Amir in San Fran.
I met Amir in San Fran.
Yeah.
Did I get the number of you or was it? I can't remember.
Mia Bonne.
Yeah, I must have got the number off him and said, right, give me his number, I'm going to go see him.
Yeah.
And I was in Yuba City, Sacramento. So I drove down, met Amir, chilled out.
But America is not really a nice place, is it?
I like America, man. I don't know. I've got this thing about like, San Francisco downtown.
Nah,
It's just even New York, Times Square.
I don't like New York.
I've been to Times Square. I just like that buzz, Like tall buildings. I mean, I'm not saying
LA is good. LA is good, but
I've not been LA.
LA is good.
I've been California. When I say
San
California, obviously San Francisco and Yuba, Sacramento, that sort of strip. I've not been as far south as LA. I've been to Washington. I've been to New York City, New York State even. These are the cities I've been to in America. I've been to Canada, Toronto.
I said Dubai would be up there, but like I said, it's too busy, man.
Yeah.
And it's too fake.
But I tell you what, I like Pakistan when I went as well, bro.
Pakistan's
Pakistan, there's something about it.
Yeah.
Homeland is homeland.
No. When was the last time you went?
I went 2 years ago, 2018.
Oh, so you know what it's all about now.
Yeah.
Barrier town.
Yeah, that's where
Satellite town.
That's where the
this
buzz
society,
is. Yeah.
that society.
Yeah.
And when you're in them society, you don't even think you're in Pakistan.
Yeah, it's
Roads are
very,
clean,
very
better than
modern.
here.
Yeah.
Cut grass.
Clean,
everything.
cut grass, very nice.
Got the coffee shops.
But I'm from Mirpur, you see, so I think Beverly Hills is in Mirpur.
So you're
you know
on
what I
about
mean?
mulk juice then, innit? The famous
That's
mulk
it,
juice.
Mulk juice and Mirpur, man. Mirpur's the one.
But yeah, I think Pakistan's up there.
What's
I'd
your
say
favorite car? Dream car?
You know, I don't know. Some of that I'd like to finish off on.
Maybe, yeah.
I want to go too extreme and say something like a Bugatti or Pagani or something like that, because, look, the two-seaters.
Yeah, you got family with you and Rafi or you're the
yeah,
missus.
that's
You got to be
one
one
of
of you
them.
there.
So I'd say something like I like a Rolls-Royce Ghost or something.
You like to end it with that.
Yeah, something just finish back on a Rolls-Royce. I don't want to go
Work-wise, what's happening? What do you do work-wise?
Work-wise,
A lot of people wonder, I ask people to ask Q&A, like, they go, what does Harry do work-wise? Obviously, if he's not doing boxing no more and stuff, so.
I've got my hand in a bit of everything, to be honest.
All right, so it's not just, people might presume, you lot are living on
No.
Amir's fortune and wealth and stuff like that.
Alhamdulillah, everything's working smooth. I started doing properties a year ago.
Okay, all right.
Cushy.
Nice.
Started doing...
so you're investing your monies into...
So I started importing drinks from European as well and handing them out.
I've got
warehouse in Manchester.
Okay.
So we dealing with cash and carries, takeaways.
Supplying them, wholesaling basically.
Wholesaling, yeah.
Bit of cars. With
I'll
Gohar.
do that. Go here and there. I'll just help him out here and there.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
So people need to know that you guys are not living on...
No.
You know this...
I'll never ask Amir I'll never ask a penny off Amir. If he gives it, he gives it. But I'll never ask for it. Even if I'm in need or whatever, I'll never ask for him.
In that sense.
In that sense.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people say, I'm going to take my brother and this, that,
okay,
and
what if I become a millionaire from properties?
Yeah.
Still, I will get people messaging me saying, "Oh, you leaving off Amir's no money, this and that." Blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
that's it. That's what I mean, man. A lot of people think these things, man.
Okay, I'll just send them a laughing emoji back and I say, yeah.
Yeah. We're million. Yeah. I'm living off it. Yeah, and what?
I'm with it.
But people don't know that,
They don't
man.
understand.
They don't understand.
People
It's
say,
not like that.
Look, is he working? Yeah, I had a few vans on rent. I had about 8 vans.
Wow. I don't know this stuff as well. I've never asked you.
Yeah, I used to have vans.
Now that we're here, I thought, why
them
not?
vans out and stuff and.
So you've got your own steady stream of income coming in from your own investments and stuff like that. Nice.
Now at the moment, doing a shop up that we got.
Okay.
My dad had a shop for probably about. Say it's been about 15, probably coming up to 20 years. He had a shop and it's been shut for about 10 years. It used to be boxing equipment, and it's been shut for that long that now we just broke up ourselves and
stripping it apart
stripped it and made 3 flats upstairs, apartments all en suite, separate
there you
kitchen,
go. You got your own
shop floor, basement. It's going to be rented. We've got a hairdresser up the road that she's saying, look, I want it straight away. The setting that it is, the light.
So you got rental income just coming in. That monthly would be enough to live on.
Yeah, so
if you know what I mean.
Look, Dad's still got a few properties.
Yeah.
Dad's
Prior to
Dad's
everything.
got a few good big property guys that he's working with in Manchester.
Nice.
Got a few big building
projects that he's working
he's handling and stuff. And look, people still are gonna throw these questions, answer. Oh yeah, you're not living off this.
Nah, it's good, man. I'm glad you've said it and that.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Okay, if you don't think that. End of the
day, he's my brother, innit?
End of the day, I'm not gonna get questioned by you.
Yeah.
There's only one person that's gonna question me at the end of it, and
Allah Jalla wa Ala, when He asks me, He knows, and He knows anyway.
Yeah, He knows what's being taken, what's being given, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's it. There's nothing for me to worry about what you guys are
and justifying it to anyone in that sense. Yeah. But it's good to know that you're set on your own feet. You're not reliant. You're not dependent in that sense. People. you know how Pakistanis, some people's mentalities, man, they'll never change it.
There was about a year where I wasn't really doing much, but then I thought, getting a bit bored. Dad saying, look, why don't you just get into business? If you want, I'll open something for you. I'll set something up for you.
Yeah.
That's what the support that I've got from mum and dad. They're saying, look, whatever you want to do,
we'll support you in it.
We'll set it up for you. You just run it.
How do you deal with the hate? We all get it. I get loads of it. You get it.
Sometimes I love it,
Maria, how does she deal with it? Tabinder?
I don't really ask them, but with me, sometimes I like it because I know they got interest in me.
Yeah, so you're still interesting. That's a good way of looking at it. I should look at it like that as well.
Sometimes I say my haters are my motivators as well.
Yeah, true.
So I think, you know what? Okay, if you don't like me doing this, I'm happy. I'm
tough luck.
I'm living good with family. I've got kids, wife.
Good life. Everything's nice.
The guy who's messaging me probably sat on his bum doing nothing.
Yeah.
And not married, not got no family, whatever, and just.
Or it's just driven by jealousy and hatred.
Yeah.
And just can't stomach it.
I don't advise them to do that.
Yeah, but why would I don't understand why people would look at Amir or you or your dad and these guys.
But I say to people as well, people say, oh yeah, why has Amir got so much shit? I say to them, if he was a drug dealer, they'd be saying, oh, he's this, he's that, he's smashing it, he's bloody king, oh yeah, he'll be talk of the town. And
now he's done it halal.
Halal, they don't like it.
But you can't please everyone, can you? What's your best memory? What's like a memory that sticks out?
I think beating the British fighter in the Commonwealth Games.
Is that a good memory that comes to mind?
Because the guy that I fought in the British, the guy that I beat in the
Commonwealth Games, the Welsh guy,
went on fought for a world title as a pro. He was ranked number 2 in the amateurs in the world.
Yeah.
So he wasn't as if he was like a little nobody or anything. He was up and coming as well. He was.
So you've marked him.
He was a big name, yeah. So I could say, look, that was that's a good
boxing
memory.
achievement, yeah. Best.
Yeah. What else is there? Probably Amir becoming world champion as well.
That was a good memory, huge joy for you.
Yeah. In
wow,
Manchester,
my brother's world champion.
Sometimes I wake up thinking, bloody hell. People dream of becoming world champion. I've got a brother. I can wake up and look at a world title belt
next year. Take it off him.
Give him the Gucci belt. Say, I'm wearing this
sleeping
tonight.
with that tonight. Give me that belt. Top 5 pound for pound right now. Who do you think?
In any order. I don't know.
Your order.
In my order.
Who you think? Number 5.
I don't know, but I can give you top 5, but I won't be able to tell you in the order.
Okay, you give us 5, any 5.
I'll give you 5 names.
And then tell me the 3 that in order that you would
I said Tyson Fury's in there.
Right.
Crawford's in there.
Yeah.
Canelo's in there.
Yeah.
Lopez is there, who beat Lomachenko.
Okay.
Retired or active now?
No, active right now.
Active right now. You know what? I still like Pacquiao, I still have Pacquiao.
Mania's up there in the top 5 pound for pound right now.
In my
in your personal pound for pound.
Look, you put me in.
What about Errol Spence?
He
Javante
was,
Davis.
But actually, yeah, you know what?
Ryan Garcia.
I don't like Ryan Garcia. No, I don't rate him. He's out there.
Luke Campbell. You think he'll beat him?
No, I think I don't like both of them, man.
No, but who do you think is gonna win?
Ryan Garcia is young, innit?
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah, younger, fresh.
Hungry.
Got a good team behind him.
Oscar's team, yeah, and Canelo's boys.
Yeah.
Javante Davis. That kid's gonna be beast. In
what he did to Santa Cruz. Wow.
He's a beast, innit?
Wow. And people saying about this fight tonight, Danny Garcia.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a good fight, man, tonight. I
would have said Spence, but I don't think he's gonna be the same after the accident.
That's what everyone's saying. That accident's gonna rock him.
When you speak to him, not when you speak, but when you hear interviews of him, he's slurping. You can tell he's not all there, man.
Let's see. Tonight will be a good test for him, a big test for him.
And he's not. Look, he's come out of an accident, and he's not picked an easy route. He's straight away gone
straight into the Danny Garcia.
A
seasoned fighter, mate. Seasoned fighter. He's been around. Okay, so your number.
I'd say Canelo.
Number 1.
Canelo would be number 1.
Yeah.
Lopez number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, be young lad as well. He's only what, 23?
And he beat Lomachenko, mate. Lomas was top, man. Top.
Yeah, so I say he's number 2. Number 3.
Tyson.
Yeah.
Anthony, right? You're not mentioning Joshua, man. AJ.
Fury beats Joshua.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, Fury beats Joshua.
I think Joshua, people have realised now.
Look what Fury
The hype's not there no
yeah,
more.
Look what Fury did to Wilder, man. Not once, twice.
Yeah, but why? You know, Fury's like a seasoned man. This guy's like the Gypsy King, bruv.
Yeah, he's
Tyson's
a beast, man.
Yeah?
He's a beast.
Tank. Big unit.
And you know what did you hear what he said about the sports personality of the year?
No.
I've not seen. So he's been nominated, yeah?
Yeah.
He's gone on his Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. He's put a video with all his belts behind him saying that, look, if you support me, if you're a fan of Tyson Fury, do not vote for me for sports personality. And I want BBC to take me off the listing.
Why?
Because he goes, I'm not bothered about these awards and these,
Oh,
these
right.
trophies and stuff like that.
People are dying for all that sort of stuff.
And he just said it straight. He goes, look, I'm not for one of them looking after all these. I want these trophies. I'm a people's champion. He goes, if all you lot want to vote for me, he goes, don't.
Just don't vote.
Don't. If you're a fan of me and you want me to win it, don't vote for me.
Yeah. Who's the greatest boxer of all time? Last question. You're a boxer. You're from a boxing family.
You know, I want to say Muhammad Ali, but I can't say Muhammad Ali because he was when I was young. I wasn't really watching boxing, so I really didn't really watch his career come up. I probably watched his life after boxing.
Okay, so we obviously anyone who's came after Ali would have only heard of the name.
Yeah,
we didn't really watch his boxing. We watched his highlight reels, this that.
But if all-time fighter,
your favorite all-time, like you said, that guy was the man.
Tyson, innit?
We was mentioning it before.
Tyson.
Mike and Mike was our
Something
generation
else.
growing up. It was all about Mike Tyson.
You know, before training and sometime before training or before fights, used to watch his interviews and stuff like that. Guy was too ruthless, brutal guy, man.
Off the streets, eh?
And I met him a few times. And
What's he like?
He's a pretty funny guy, man. He's a cool guy.
How you doing? You know when
he's a cool
when he
cat.
talks and that.
Stinking of weed.
Always.
Stinking of weed.
He's got a ranch now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was doing this interview once in MGM. I think it was like a shout out video that he's doing.
Yeah.
And he'll take one, flopped it, take two, halfway through, he's like, oh, I don't know, man. Forget it. I'm not doing it. Didn't do it. Because he just couldn't
function his head. Too much weed stuck up there.
Well, he's crazy, man. Yeah, I think Tyson's a bad man.
Baddest man on the planet. Do you watch UFC?
Yeah, Khabib. Bad.
Eh?
We never was a fan of UFC, though.
Have you met Khabib?
No. I'd like to meet him, though.
Amir's not met him, has he? No,
I'd
I
like to
remember
meet
asking him. He's not met him.
A very humble champion.
Great fighter.
Yeah. And now he's saying that I'll come back if my mum lets me. And he retired because his dad...
Mum said.
No, it's basically because his mum said.
But
he said that my dad's wish was to be 30 and 0.
30 and 0, yeah.
And he's 29 and 0 now, innit?
29 and 0.
So he's in a bit of
So
a
one more
pickle,
fight.
innit?
And they're saying, whose fight is going to be?
Go on.
GSP. Georges St. Pierre and
He's
that.
a bit old. He's finished, though, isn't he?
Nah, you tell what?
I met
That-
GSP as well.
I met GSP.
Yeah,
I think GSP is one of the best ever UFC fighters, bro. GSP was good, man.
Yeah?
He's a good mixed martial artist. But
He's retired, though, no?
he's retired. He's in the last 7 years, he only fought twice.
Bloody
Before that, he was the big name before the Khabibs and Connors.
Yeah. I
understand? So
knew he was a big name.
He was a big name then.
He was
Now
there
it's
when...
John Bones Jones and
he was
all
up
these
when
guys.
Andrea Losky or something.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
Wolf, they call it. These
Oh, right,
guys.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Randy Couture and all
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys
yeah.
and Kimbo Slice.
Yeah.
These were like the early days when
Yeah,
nobody
but
knew
GSP, I
UFC.
heard a lot about him.
GSP was big.
Yeah, he's
GSP
training.
was big,
He's training
bro.
at Wildcard Freddy's gym.
Freddy's, yeah.
Yeah, just not obviously boxing training, but just come do his little thing and get off.
Amir Khan v Manny Pacquiao and Peak. Who wins?
Same again. Look, game of chess. Both speed, skillful fighters.
Who comes out?
You know what? They used to spar together in Wildcard.
And how was
They
it?
both used to train together, and you know their spars used to be sick.
Proper boxers, innit?
Yeah.
Pacquiao's
One
on
day-
his
one
toes
day
on
Amir's
that,
got the
man.
better
He's
of
G,
him.
man.
One day Amir's got better of him. 2 days Amir's got better of him. Next minute he'll just come out of nowhere. He's got the better of Amir. It'll be no. If I think Amir will beat him because he's old now, Pacquiao, but still up there, still a beast, man.
Is that a potential fight, you think?
Still can happen. There's a good story behind it as well. Look, they used to train together, they sparred together. I think for about 4 years, 5 years, they was training together, so they all know the ins and outs. Man, he's got a big entourage.
Has he?
Yeah, and his little dog. He's got a little dog as well.
Has he?
Yeah, that's part of his entourage.
Right, Hara, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. We're going to conclude it here. It's been a good 2 hours, 20 minutes.
2 hours, man. Don't realise where time
and it was beautiful insight into your life. Thank you very much for blessing this podcast.
I think next time you're going to get Ami on it as well.
No, yeah, but you're going to have to arrange that.
I'm going to speak to him on the way.
And it'd be nice.
You know, I've got a missed call off him as well now. I had it about an hour ago.
Oh, has it?
So I'm going to say to you, missed your call because I was on podcast.
Yeah, and you know what it is?
Feels good saying that I was on podcast.
It was on a podcast. No, it's the first one for you. I mean, I've done a few now, and it's just a new way. I think we've had some good people watching, you know, over 200 people watching at one time. I mean, we're still on about 209 people watching live right now.
And you know, sometimes it's good because people don't know the inside, and obviously you've got the inside of me.
Yeah, me knowing you that well as well.
Asking questions, personal questions, what people probably want to know but can't
ask, and access to you as well.
So at least they get to know the
other side of yours and stuff like that.
People,
I mean, there's loads more we could go into, but
yeah, we can be
maybe all night we could talk.
I've got my sleeping bag with me.
Yeah, but we'll do that on another occasion. But Harry, you was the first special guest on Let's Talk with IMAH podcast. And
do I get a trophy with
there's a few there just behind you. You can take one of those if you want.
Which one?
Whichever you want.
A cricket game, man. We were supposed to have a cricket game.
Oh, yes. And I tell you what, Faiz messaged me. He goes, just ask him, are Saj and Harry still ready to play IMAH and Hanji Boom?
You ready?
So let COVID finish.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going to get this on for charity.
We get football on as
you
well.
get your five-a-side team ready.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get Faiz. Faiz is ready anyway because he's a cricketer. He's better than me. But me and Faiz versus you and Saj.
Yeah, you're gonna get it on.
For charity. And then we'll do a five-a-side match for charity after. And we'll hype it, we'll build it. And you know what?
I will do it.
If you can even get Amir into that, if he's a footballer.
He's got 2 left feet, man.
Is he not into football?
He's not really, no.
But you're into it.
Oh, I'm into it.
You like to lace up and get ready and get going.
I was playing yesterday.
I seen it on
I was playing yesterday.
Your stories and that. Nice.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Any last words? Anything you want to share with young people watching? Any advice?
Listen to your parents, really. I think that's you won't get anywhere with your parents' duas. Without
their duas, yeah.
So I think one of them, just keep them happy. Just because look, it's gonna be a matter of time when we have kids ourselves, obviously, and
you're a parent.
We're a parent, and you don't wanna. What if you don't want to, whatever you do to your parents, you don't want them kids to do to us? Then then it's gonna be too late. Thinking, oh look, I was doing this to my mum and dad and this and that. So I think look, just be cool with your parents and support them as much as you can, and you'll be blessed.
Awesome, Harry. Thanks very much. Allah bless you. Allah shower His mercy upon you. Allah give you more beautiful kids, and continue to make you a role model, and most importantly for you to serve your parents, and then for your children to serve you, and may you be granted peace, happiness, contentment. And I hope all the family watching have enjoyed it as well. Guys, if you can subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with the podcasts. We've got so much more to come. We've got a special podcast on marriage and all the different aspects of marriage coming up during the Christmas period. The post is going to come out this week. On Wednesday, there's a good chance there'll be a podcast, and it'll be the normal cast of Didi and Soldier Was that'll be back on. We'll have an interesting topic to discuss. So please subscribe to this channel and share this video. This has been one of the best podcasts we've had. It's an absolute pleasure to have Haroon Khan join us and share an insight and let us into his life and see how it's going. Allah bless him, and I'll see you on the next podcast, guys. Thank you very much.